Gonzalez. Ohio State training camp will officially get underway this morning. T-Bone and Tyvis are live from the Woody Hayes Athletic Center and will be joined by Ohio State head coach Ryan Day this morning at 7:40. The NFL will also kick off today as the Carolina Panthers and Arizona Cardinals will get the preseason started from Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton tonight at 8 o'clock. In Major League Baseball yesterday, the Cincinnati Reds won their third straight after beating the Athletics 3-2. The Redlegs will go for the sweep of the A's this afternoon at 12:40. Catch the action over on the Fan 2. And the Cleveland Guardians lost to the New York Mets 6-5 last night. They'll try to avoid getting swept at home this afternoon at 1:10. This update is sponsored by High Bank Distillery Co. Locally inspired dishes and award-winning cocktails. Visit highbankco.com to make your reservation today. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Featuring producer Dylan.
We're the 5 best rappers of all time.
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. We are live at Ohio State Fall Camp, Woody Hayes Athletic Center, getting ready to start off the journey, Tyvis, the push to go get that national championship. I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis Powell. Good morning. Go to hell. Tyvis, how you feeling seeing the old stomping grounds out here this morning? Empty and quiet right now, but soon to be full of active Buckeyes.
Well, it's exciting, but then you also remember, like, there was some tough days out here on these fields. You know, it was a lot of, especially as a freshman, it was a lot of profanity used against me. You know, a lot of circle drills that I had to do out here. So you get those memories, but also it was some good times, obviously, you know, practicing, you know, getting a national championship, then having to come back the next year, defend that national championship. You know, but actually, did I ever tell you that I changed my mentality of how I looked at practice, and it took me all the way until I was my last year here. You know what I told myself? I said, you know what? No matter what happens, no matter how I feel, no matter how many two-a-days, I am going to go out there and I'm going to have the best time. I'm going to smile and I'm going to be positive.
Look at you.
I did it.
That's right.
It was hard sometimes, but I did it. I had to fake it sometimes. But it helped me truly get through practice. Like, I really was like, you know what? Let's get it. Let's go ahead and have some fun out here.
See, is that why you're so annoying now when, like, I'm like, hey, Browns suck, and you're like, hey, man, it'll be fine. Don't worry. It's all good. You got to be positive mental attitude, even when you're going through absolute tough times.
I just find it's hard to think that how many times have a championship team look like a championship team the first day they got out here. It's just very seldom that
guessing it doesn't happen.
Exactly. Right. It's very sloppy. It takes timing and all of those things. So I never fret off of that. I need to, when it comes to college football, like as they get later in camp and as they get closer to the game, it still won't be perfect. You know how many times Coach Meyer was like panicking, like, we got a game this weekend. Y'all look like this. Like, you start the period over. Like, it takes time, and teams truly don't gel until about the midway point of the season. Even when you move to conference play, you know, you want those guys to be ready to go. But in all actuality, it still take a couple of more weeks after that.
They will get started today out here around 9 a.m., and, of course, you can still get tickets. You can find them through our website, through Ohio State's website. They've got them all there for you. But you can come out today or tomorrow or Saturday. They will be here practicing. You will have fan shows here. We'll be here this morning. Morning Juice is here as well. And then Bishop and Friends will be here 9 to noon. So
Bo Bishop in the flesh.
Yeah. Ryan Day will join us at 7:40, as you heard Dylan say back in the studio. Dylan, how's your morning been so far? Nice and quiet back there at the studio without us annoying you?
It's been great. I'm glad you guys aren't here.
I miss you.
You know, Dylan, I got a problem with your update. You didn't have to, you know, specify that the Guardians potentially could get swept. You could have just said they lost last night and Game 3 is tonight.
I'm just reporting the news, Tyvis.
People would remember, though, that the Mets beat them the night before as well, because I made sure you remembered that yesterday.
Why is that relevant, though?
What do you mean, why is it relevant? Because it's a game. And it's your favorite team and my favorite team going head to head.
You know what your problem is?
What's that?
You living in the past. Today is a brand new day.
That's right.
So,
well, Hey, look.
And you're only as good as the last game you play. So today,
That's the last game they play.
Yeah, this could be it. Like they could go out, the Guardians could win, and then who cares?
That's loser talk. Oh yeah, we lost the first two. We collapsed yesterday, as a matter of fact. Absolutely collapsed.
It was a collapse. They let them come back in the last inning, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, this is. Mm-hmm.
You know who didn't collapse though, and I like this. So this is Guardians brought up their top prospect from AAA Columbus, who we would have seen him here.
Yep. Welcome to the show.
Angel Haneo.
Yep.
Got up yesterday and took his first at bat. Did we have Tom Hamilton's call on that? Let's hear it, Dylan.
Hits out of an open stance. He's out of the Dominican Republic. And he lines the first pitch up the alley in right center. A base hit. How about that? Well, he got that baby out of the way. Angel Hanao. First major league pitch. Ropes a single to right center.
It was a nice little piece of hitting, too. He went down out of the zone, got that, poked it into center field. That was nice.
You know what I noticed about, like, players that get called up? Do you ever know, like, at their first bat, their first pitch, the pitcher always sends it right down the middle?
Yeah. That one was a little low, but, yeah, it was.
But,
it
like,
was down the middle.
It's always, like, hittable. Like, it's always, like, if I was going, like, right now, if they said, Tyvis, welcome to the show.
Yeah,
I'm swinging at the first pitch because I know you go through a strike. Like,
yeah, it's probably not a bad idea.
Now when I swing, now it's going over the fence, and I'm gonna flip the bat, and then I'm gonna look at the manager and say, "You should have been like I could have been doing this."
In the major league ballparks, the outfield fence is not at the end of like the infield, right? Like they actually have the real fences. Because I made that mistake when I underestimated your softball prowess last year, but I thought we were swinging for the actual fences, not a Beatty gate they put up outside of the infield. But that's fine.
I mean, that one almost went over the fence too.
No, it didn't. It had a lot of bouncing.
I'm gonna do some push-ups,
bouncing and rolling.
I'm gonna do some push-ups before I bat, and then I'm gonna do my best Mark McGuire impersonation.
Hey, there you go. By the way, you should do some burpees, and then I'll do my farties.
Oh yeah.
The new fan store is up and active and live. Tyvis, if you're watching on the YouTube chat, has our shirt, burpees and farties, done in a certain color scheme that may or may not evoke a football team in Northeast Ohio. I don't know. Or Northwest Ohio, Bowling Green. That's what it is, for sure. Either way, go find that now. And all the other cool fan shirts we have, 971 the fan store, that's active and live, right? We got it going. So make sure you go get those as you can. Hall of Fame game is tonight as well. Panthers and Cardinals. Carson Beck starting for the Cardinals. You excited to watch him get out there?
I am actually.
Carson, and not throw the ball accurately to Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Well, Marvin probably won't play. Usually, when you got those Hall of Fame games, it's a bunch of guys who
he should play though,
fighting to make a roster.
He's got to fight the narrative right now. They should get him out there.
Yeah, but he's a first-round pick. Come on now, he'll be fine. Anyways, I am interested. First of all, I'm just excited to see football. Now, granted, it won't be any player that none of the starters or anybody that we'll care about come next month. But just to see them go out there and compete and all those things. And I want to see what Carson Beck is. We counted him out last year, and he went to the championship game, and he actually performed pretty well in the championship game. So I like to see if that prowess can carry over to the NFL because everybody underestimate him. Is he what we think, or is he better than what we thought he would be? I'm interested to see.
Yeah, I'm just glad there's some. Here's what happens with me every Hall of Fame game, right? Because, I mean, it's football. There's actually going to be uniforms you recognize.
You're going to turn it on, watch like a series, and cut it back off. That's exactly what you're going to do.
Well, in part because we have to get up early tomorrow and be doing the radio show. But, yeah, for like the first couple drives, I'm like, all right, football's back. And then I instantly go into, oh, right, this is preseason football. And then my clock immediately starts to like, all right, what are the real games? And that's still another month away. Yes. But it's the next step in the process, getting back to the NFL season. So, yeah.
Just so people know, since 2013, the underdog is 8-2-1 against the spread in the Hall of Fame game and have won the last 5 outright. So if you're just a straight-up degenerate and you can't wait till the regular season.
No, this is your chance.
And
who's the dog in this game, Dylan?
The Cardinals are the dog.
Yeah,
so if you believe in Carson Beck's ability
last year
to perform in the Hall of Fame game, the trend says to bet the Cardinals.
Yeah. No, that's okay. There you go. Are you betting it, Dylan?
I think I'm gonna do it right now, to be honest.
Dylan, you gonna bet on the preseason?
I think I am.
Wow.
I think I'm
Why
going
does this
to.
shock you?
Call the number. call
It's all right.
the number.
Also,
You
I
go
think,
bet on preseason.
Is John Harbaugh's preseason success in Baltimore going to translate to New York? I think that should be a big storyline of this preseason.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll
Not a chance.
See, we can
Let me ask you this though.
have
This
all
is-
that fun.
This is what I'm curious to know about the Giants. So you know how like guys got to fight for roster spots and all that. Odell Beckham is making a comeback this year.
I know.
Does he have to play a lot of preseason?
He's got to prove himself.
I mean,
he's been out for 3 years.
Right.
So we gonna have to see him a lot in the preseason.
I'm just saying, if I'm him, I mean, I probably want to get a few live reps just to see how it's going, and then
there ain't no guarantee he making that roster.
okay. Well, I'm telling you, I'm going to go out there, but I'm also how old is he now?
34,
35,
something
yeah.
like that.
So if I'm to go out there, I'd go out for a couple series, catch a couple passes, and then be like, you know what, the Achilles, the calf, it's feeling a little strained. I don't want to risk it.
No.
I got to be careful here.
Because the sad thing is this: if he goes out there, first of all, they say he looks good. They say he looks really good, and his ability to get open is still there. What if he goes out there and let's say he's out there with the 2s and the 3s? This is the guy who at one point was considered a top wide receiver in the NFL. If he getting locked up by 2s and 3s, brother.
Yeah, that's not going to go well.
Come pull a chair up right here next to us and let's talk about it.
So are you saying that I mean, I guess now my whole barometer for if a guy is playing good at wide receiver or not is how does he look compared to Denzel Boston? Because that's like everything I see coming from Cleveland
Oh,
right
yeah,
now. Is that,
Denzel.
like, he may just be go ahead and put the bust, just start carving it in can because he's that good. Like,
What-
and I hope he is. I hope he is. The
I
real
am
deal,
one
but-
of those ones that's pumping the brakes a little bit on the Boston thing because I think everybody compares him to Mike Evans, and that's a great comparison. You know, he's a really big body guy, very strong, really good at catching 50-50 balls. My big issue with him is the separation. And again, the one thing that I always point to is when you watch his highlights, so you're on Twitter and you see Denzel Boston made this ridiculous play, always remember, it is not against number 21.
Yeah.
That to me stands out. Like he's doing this against the 2s and the 3s. I have to see him against other competition because as I reported, when you go past the 1 defense, there's not a lot of good players there for the Browns. So I'm a little cautious on just crowning him as that guy right now. But we got 3 preseason games, so we'll see.
As he reported, T-Bone, as a member of the media, he reported back to us.
Remember the media.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I need to stop this. I'm not a media member.
Oh, I beg to differ.
I'm not.
Were you standing in the former players section, or were you standing with all the media members when you went up there?
I was with the former. Actually,
Zach Jackson, I missed it when
Hold
he
on.
played. I missed when he was playing. I missed when G. Bush was out there.
Actually, as I got told yesterday, where I was standing at was actually I wasn't supposed to be there.
Where are we doing the show from today? LaGuardia? What the hell is happening?
Like that?
Why do we have planes? I didn't.
Someone
jet
coming in
I know
on
the
a-
jets fly over here. I didn't realize they were flying like at the Sully-Sullenberger altitude. Are we going to land over in the Olentangy? What is happening? Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean. To
I
do
forgot what I was going to say now. I was standing. I wasn't standing with the media. I was standing. The media was on the other side.
Oh,
I wasn't.
okay.
I was. Well, I was allowed to be there because it's,
Because you're you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not everybody got cut while they were throwing out the first
they
pitch.
was
at
kicking
a-
everybody else
at
to
a
the
Cleveland
other side.
baseball game. That's right. One NFL team who's been looking for some wide receiver help got it yesterday, we think. Details next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Following some breaking news in downtown Columbus right now, a crash affecting Long Street. All lanes are closed between Neal Avenue to Marconi Boulevard. That's over by North Bank Park in the Arena District. For your workaround, you'll have to take Neal Avenue instead northbound to Nationwide Boulevard, then continue in that eastbound direction. Eventually, heading southbound on French Street will get you back going towards Long Street and further into downtown Columbus. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
The buzz is real at Zoombezi Bay's award-winning conservation tower. 3 all-new water slides, 1 thrilling experience. Make your splash at ZoombeziBay.com.
Everybody thinks they're a great driver. Outlaw Motors Speedway gives you the chance to prove it. Experience professional racing simulators, full motion rigs, and some of the world's iconic tracks right here in Grandview. Race your friends, join a league, or bring the office out for an unforgettable corporate event. And when the checkered flag drops, keep the night going with great food and drinks here or next door at Agave and Rye. Then climb back in the driver's seat and see who's got what it takes. Book your race today at outlawsimracing.com.
When it's time to replace your roof, siding, or gutters, trust matters. That's why homeowners across Central Ohio have voted Newman Roofing City Scene Magazine's best roofing company 5 years in a row. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit newmanroofing.com today to schedule your free estimate.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Whether you're craving a Big Mac, McNuggets, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, make it a meal and save. Your favorite is now your wallet's favorite too. Extra value meals are back.
Enjoy a $5 sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal, complete with hash browns and a small coffee. Most stores open 5 a.m. or earlier. Price and participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
At most financial institutions, they look at you like you're just an account number. Anthony Rothman here for Tel Ohio Credit Union, where you are a member. That's the difference and the power of belonging. Bank where you are the bottom line. Join now at telohio.org.
Get your air conditioner fixed fast. Call Care Heating and Cooling. 1-800-COOLING.
Common Man and Bob Capaccio here. So, Bob, you got this ring builder thing on your website.
Yep, you pick the diamond, the setting, customize your own engagement ring before you even come in this store.
I actually tried it.
You did?
It was ridiculously easy.
See, if Common Man can build a perfect ring online,
anybody can, because I'm dumb.
Then book an appointment and we'll help make it exactly the way you designed it.
That's why I always tell people, I know a guy. You too can design your own engagement ring with the ring builder at worthingtonjewelers.com. If I can do it, anyone can.
Worthington Jewelers, where Columbus gets engaged.
The Ohio State Fair has more of the fair you love.
It's the best day together with more to do. Bring the whole crew for the classics you love. Plus, even more to explore, taste, and experience with brand new buildings, attractions, and more.
More of the fair you love. The Ohio State Fair, July 29th through August 9th, 2026.
Plan your day and get tickets at ohiostatefair.com.
What defines Ohio? A place that dares to go first and never looks back. There's no slowing us down. At Jobs Ohio, our mission is clear. Strengthen job opportunities and empower Ohio's workforce. Another reason why Ohio is now ranked the #1 state for business by CNBC. This is what unstoppable feels like. We did it together, Ohio. Our time is now. See Ohio's momentum at jobsohio.com/Ohio's time.
Rothman and Ice.
Being ranked as the 3rd best linebacker, is that appropriate after just 1 year in your mind?
Rothman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We'll see a mix of clouds and sunshine here for today with a chance for a few showers and storms later on this afternoon, mainly east of Interstate 71. Otherwise, we'll see high temperatures into the upper 80s here for this afternoon. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
If the sound of another man slammed against plexiglass turns you on, you've come to the right place. Proud to be your home for Jackets hockey. The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tyvis has a bum wrist from playing football. Bone has a bum wrist from opening the heavy doors at Sheets. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Alex, the king of the chat, says, funny you're crowning Denzel Boston and already labeling KC Concepcion a bum. A bum or a bust? A
Shame
bum.
on you.
Yeah, I think that's what you said, Tyvis, not me.
No,
Not me.
actually, I'm more in the KC camp than Denzel.
Well, I have seen video of both of them making dynamic plays.
I believe that Denzel Boston, the one thing I had an issue with him coming out of college, and the one thing I have an issue with him with now is the ability to create separation. I think that these corners is sticky in the NFL, and your routes got to be crisp. But like I say, he's going to use his body to be able to make some of those 50-50 balls. When it comes to KC's got a mean release package that keeps him open right away. So I just think that that's a little bit more valuable in the NFL.
I mean,
But
I really wish you would have just said a mean package instead of mean release package. That would have been.
You got to know your audience.
I trust me. I think we do. I think we do.
If I was talking if I was in my other job, my other adult film job, I could just say that. But
is that why you have the unlocked Amazon so you can just watch yourself? Yeah, that's it. By the way, we buried the lead in the last commercial break, like as we were taking our headphones off. So I'm here. Scotty Vegas is here. Jen Winters is here. A bunch of our promotion staff are here. Fish is out here. Not all of them, but most of us swear we saw something flying through the air.
Well, it ain't no swear. We 1,000%.
Something flew through the air, and it looked like it was ignited in some fashion, and it was glowing,
shooting star,
like a neon greenish color.
I'm glad I seen
yellowish to greenish color, and then it burned out. Now, it's still early in the morning, so we're kind of getting a little bit of dawn light, but there was still plenty of darkness for us to see this. It, swear to God, looked like it landed between here and the shot. So it was very close. It was very low, less than like 200 feet above us. And it burned out probably 100 feet from the ground to the point that I initially thought, is that a firework? But then quickly the thought became maybe it was some kind of like meteorite shooting star situation. Who used to do the shooting star press? Which wrestler did that? Anyway, we can figure that out later. The point is, we're sitting here watching it.
Brock Lesnar tried to do it, and he broke his neck.
Well, he should have broke his neck.
He landed right on his neck.
He has a release package, Tyvis, that I don't think involves a shooting star press. Like, I don't think he needs to be flipping off the back of the – yeah, that's not for him. But so now we say this, and then we have cameras all over this place. So Tyler, our digital director, is like, well, let's pull it up on the camera. Goes through the camera, no footage, nothing. Apparently, we didn't see what we saw, according to him.
Yes, we did.
Oh, I know we saw it. Yeah. So we're getting gaslit out here by our own staff.
I blame Tyler.
Staff is divided now.
Tyler ain't got the camera pointed up enough to see it.
Fish swears it didn't happen. Jake from State Farm, do you good, bad, or indifferent? He's not sure. Jake doesn't know. But Scotty Vegas for sure. Dan, did you see it? Dan saw it. Jen saw it, clearly. Seen it. She's seen it. That's right. Alexi, did you see it, or are you not sure? No, he didn't see it. See, he didn't see. This is, well, that's right. So
you guys got the whole staff out there.
Oh, I know. We got everybody. Common Man is back there getting a foot massage. It's very interesting what's going on. But more than one staffer. I'll just leave it at this.
I hope he ain't with Deshaun's people.
Well, he can go. He's allowed. He hasn't had any allegations against him. But
did you guys see Deshaun had the best training camp practice in the history?
Yeah, I saw that stupid tracker.
Yeah.
17 of 20 with 7 touchdowns.
Seven touchdowns.
The starting job is his.
I'm about crowning.
No, I'm not going to give it to you. No. Weren't those all? That was all like red zone stuff, right?
Yeah,
or something. Yeah. Okay.
I assumed that's what was going on. Was like they were just doing a bunch of stuff inside the 10 or something.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it had nothing to do with what's. No. You know, I mean, there's still isn't Todd Monken still getting pissed off at everybody for not getting lined up and not getting the plays off.
I saw he was mad that Shador Sanders couldn't get the defense to jump offsides at all. That was reported.
Oh, see, there you go.
You got to work on his hard count. Boy.
He says he wants them to have 10 different cadences.
Okay, well that's
what we're focused on.
Is that a lot of times? I don't know. That seems like you should have that type of stuff, right? I mean, I watched Andrew Luck and all those guys always talk about their different hard counts they like to have. Is that normal for guys to have 10-plus cadences?
I've never been one of those people that jump off sides because as I know
line
that
up 20 feet away from the ball.
True, but anytime that I had a blitz, so no, this is good.
Yeah, because 7 times a game where you lined up at the line of scrimmage, you didn't jump off side.
Anytime that I knew that I was blitzing or I was playing close to the line of scrimmage, I never listened to the quarterback. What I did was I looked at the play clock.
Oh, there you go.
So the play clock, as it winds down 5, 4, like I would hold my blitz, like I wouldn't show it. And then when it gets to like 5 or 4 seconds, then I go ahead and start going because at that point you got to snap the
ball. Right.
So
exactly right.
That's how I did mine.
See, that's smart. I like that. That's good.
You know what I think we've missed? I think the job is Deshaun's because Todd and Deshaun have one thing in common.
What's that?
I like being stroked.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I forgot. How could I forget that? We should have seen that coming. Well, the whole time.
We've missed it.
We should have seen that coming. I'll tell you this, Dylan. and I don't know, Tyvis, how you feel about it, but, like, I feel like I'm getting, like we were talking about getting gaslit out here with the meteor that did or didn't occur. Like, I feel like we were told, I don't want to go through a quarterback battle. I want to have this settled. I want to get the one to have the reps, and I want to do all that. That was, like, first week of being on the job, Todd Monken, I feel like. Now we're in camp, and all I hear is, like, oh, you can't – we're not even close to figuring out who the one is. And it's like, okay, so what does that tell you? That was optimistic Todd Monken, who hadn't really got a look under the hood. Now he takes a look at this car and goes, oh – it ain't just the alternator that's broken. We got a lot to fix.
That's exactly why you got to. That's why you got to slow play things. That's why you don't go in there and you say, "Well, no, we know." That's kind of
well, and that's
now we'll probably. I've told you guys all along that it'll probably happen right after the joint practice, that preseason game, so preseason game 2, and right now that seems to track.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So, team in need of wide receiver depth, they got their help. The Washington Commanders agreed to a 1-year, $12 million deal with veteran wideout Stephon Diggs, according to a league source who spoke on the condition of anonymity. So, they get a little flexibility. Brandon Ayuk is punching a wall somewhere.
That's his own fault. I don't think there's one person out here that feels bad for Brandon Ayuk.
No.
And I still, to this day, I'm trying to figure out why he did what he did. And he could come out. He has an opportunity to come out and make a case that people would hear. Like, if he came out right now and was like, I don't trust the 49ers trainer staff. I mean, look at their injuries right now. They got
probably have like 20 guys on the list of the 100-man roster that's out there right now.
If he came, and I wanted to do my rehab independently because I didn't trust the 49ers training staff, I'd be like, you know what? I can understand that.
Sure.
But I don't even think he's smart enough to even take this advantage to come out and say that.
I don't know about smart. Like, he seems definitely arrogant enough to feel like I don't owe anyone an explanation for what I do. And it's like, you do when millions of dollars are on the line. Like, no, you don't owe anybody any explanation on how you treat your personal health, your body, all that stuff. I mean, you know, as much as I may disagree with him, like Aaron Rodgers talking about how he feels about putting certain things in his body, that's his right to do what he wants. You know, that's up to each individual person. But when there are millions of dollars on the line, and if in Brandon Ayuk's case, he's like, I didn't want to do any of the things they asked me to do, then you can't expect the team to be like, sick, we'll just give you the millions of dollars you want anyway, even though you didn't fulfill your part of the bargain. There's no rule that they have to give you the money if you're not participating in the parts of your contract that you have to participate in.
But I also feel like Brandon Ayuk did a lot of this for attention. Like, I don't know how much he really wants to play football, because if you really wanted to play football, you would then – one, you would have to show up to the 49ers to get them to sign your release. And you're talking about you don't even want to show back up to do that. So how did you think you was going to get released? Because you have to go in the building. Then the NFLPA wanted to fight for you, and you told them you start dogging the NFLPA. So it's like, do you really even want to play?
Didn't make any sense. By the way, something that was said here when the meteorite that apparently did or did not happen that we're still trying to figure out.
Oh, it did.
I mean, we saw it with our eyes. The video apparently has already been scrubbed by the NSA or whoever gets a hold of these things before we even got to look at it. It's already been scrubbed. But more than one staff member here made the point that if that meteorite, was it a meteorite, could have just been like 1,000 feet the other way and put a hole right in top of Schottenstein Center, maybe we could get a new arena. Maybe if that had gone just a little...
You're telling me it was an answer to my prayers?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's like, we need to go see how big this thing was. We need to go investigate out in the parking lot, because if it was, in fact, a meteor that we saw, and it landed in between here and the shot, I swear I saw it against the backdrop of the shot. So that we could go back to St. John Arena. Home of an NIT
they took the
championship.
Didn't they take the
2008
scoreboard down or something?
They can put it back up. They're taking this scoreboard down and putting a new one up. Just put it over there. Let's go. Get up there. Let's make it happen.
Golf Central Ohio in the chat says breaking news: Michigan is caught using UFOs to spy on Buckeye football practice.
Yeah, and they crashed and burned. Go figure. That's not a shock. One NFL team is doing something that's either genius or stupid. It actually is a team going up against those 49ers in Week 1. Spoiler alert. We'll tell you about it in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Just outside of Groveport in our southeast side, we are seeing a disabled vehicle affecting that 33 westbound ramp as you're heading southbound on 270. So definitely expect some lane closures on this early Thursday morning. Also a heads up for drivers traveling, especially towards that far east side over by Etna. We are seeing just some fog in your area, lower visibility, but looking at our traffic cams and with our drive time, still looking great. 40 in that westbound direction, as well as 70 both directions, eastbound and westbound. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Kick off your savings when you buy or refinance your home with a Miller Lending no closing cost mortgage. Closing costs are mandatory, so don't fumble away your opportunity to save money. 8779 no cost. That's 8779 no cost. Or apply online at nocostmortgage.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Hey there, Bo Bishop here. Tired of the same old routine? It's time to escape with an RV from RCD RV. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers, they've got them all. Shop hundreds of RVs in stock today. 3 locations in Central Ohio to serve you or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. T-Bone would like to take a second to remind everyone that Eddie George is awesome and that Ronnie James Dio was an American treasure. And that pickles are gross. Thank you. Here's T-Bone and Tyvis.
So we are live, in case you missed it. We are out at the Ohio State Fall Camp, Woody Hayes Athletic Center. We'll be here. Bishop and Friends will be out here 9 to noon. Morning Juice is here as well from 6 to 8. So obviously you can go check them out as well right now. But yeah, Buckeyes will be hitting the practice field starting at 9. So you can, of course, listen to Bishop and Friends. They'll get a little bit more live reaction to what they're seeing as they're out here on the field. And Ryan Day will join us coming up at 7:40. We also have tickets to give away. I'm going to do it this hour. We have tickets to give away to see Zach Brown Band, Nationwide Arena, Friday, August 14th. That is next Friday. Tickets on sale now through Ticketmaster.com. So be listening for your chance to win. Tyvis, what would be a typical expectation if you're coming out here for day one of practice? What do you expect?
As a fan or as a player?
Well, what kind of drills are we like? Are we going to see like 7-on-7 or 11-on-11? We're going to see some hitting. Like
no, there will be
hitting.
no pads today.
Okay, no pads.
No pads. You got to get like 3 or 4 days before the pads come on. Today you'll see a heavy individual day, so they'll spend a lot of time doing indie drills.
That's my day.
You'll get
heavy individual day. I love it. They got a day for us.
You'll get some
heavy individual representation.
This is probably some of the longest individual drill time you get. You'll get 7-on-7. You'll get some 11-on-11. I don't know what situation that they're working on. Usually, you get first and second down one day, you get third down one day, and then you get red zone. That's like the 3 practice days that you get. Red zone is usually towards the end, so that wouldn't be today. You either getting third down today or first and second would be the situation. And then you'll get some special teams in there probably. Usually you do 2 special teams, punt and kickoff, or punt and punt return or something like that. Kickoff return, something like that. So you'll see that at some point today, but yeah, it should be one of those type of days.
The list we also have coming up at 7 a.m. Top 5 fair foods. This is the list today. Funnel fries going to make your list?
Fries?
Funnel fry. Funnel,
cake.
There's funnel cake, but then don't they do funnel fries?
Come on now. You doing too much.
That's not too
You're doing too much.
Look at me. I never do too much.
By the way, yesterday, yesterday was my cheat day, and I felt bad about my cheat day.
Why?
Because like usually I get something that's decently healthy, but yesterday, I went all in. And I feel like it's messing up my progress.
That's why. What progress?
I had Sonic yesterday.
What did you get at Sonic?
I had the All-American Smash Burger.
Sounds delicious.
Double.
How could that be bad?
Now, my wife has an obsession with their fries. She said, they're the best fries out right now. I ate the fries.
That is a hot take.
I ate the fries, and I said, something's wrong with you. These are
you're supposed to get the tater tots when you go there.
Well, that's why they're.
What am I, Napoleon Dynamite? No, I'm not getting no tater tots.
Kind of reference.
I think what's
get yourself a damn quesadilla.
I think what's messing up your progress is that your cheat day is not a day. That's what's messing up your progress.
What do you mean it's not a day?
Yeah,
it's multiple days.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Wednesday and maybe Saturday.
Every time you come in here on Monday morning, you talk about 4 different fast food or restaurant meals you had over the weekend.
The weekend is tough. The weekend's tough because there's no cooking going on the weekends. So
there you go.
Well, why
That's
not?
the problem.
Get in the kitchen.
So I saw this, and I'm curious to get your thoughts on it, Tyvis. The 49ers and the Rams are playing week 1.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be playing in Melbourne, Australia. Okay. That presents a little bit of a logistical issue because you go out a week ahead of time and acclimate to the time change, get your body clock all reset, all that stuff. And, of course, the NFL wants these guys to make appearances and do all that. Well, the Niners are going out a week ahead of time, presumably to get away from the electrical substation next to their practice field. They're like, this will get us all healthy. We'll get back. Our ligaments will work, and maybe we'll make it through the season. However, the Rams are doing the exact opposite. They said they're going to arrive the day before the game and leave immediately after. Now, they did this in London last time they played.
What's the time difference?
Well, the flight to London's like, 5 or 6 hours? The flight from L.A. to Melbourne direct, which I presume they're taking, is 15 to 16 hours. So they're going to have themselves, I don't care how big the plane is, how luxury, the accommodations are, they're still going to be in a plane for 15 plus hours and then get out of that. 24 hours later, they're going to play the first game of the season and then immediately be stuffed back in that plane. So in less than 72 hours, they're going to spend 30 hours in a plane. That seems, I don't know what the best way is, but it seems like, I don't know, maybe that's the Rams approach. I guess the Niners approach makes more sense to me, but
let me get this right. Aaron Donald's going to come back.
He's playing in that game.
No, he's coming back.
There's no way he
was in pads yesterday.
There's no way that this is true. They can at least go 2 days early.
No,
1 day?
They said
they're not going to get acclimated at all.
Not at all.
They're staying on this clock.
Basically, they punting the game is what they're telling me.
But one, staying on this clock, when you go that far away, it's almost irrelevant because at some point it's just like, hey, tomorrow's today, and it's now like, instead of it being 4 p.m. when we took off, it's like
it's
you're
14 hours ahead.
Right. So
they're punting that game.
That's what I'm saying. Is like it almost feels like they're saying, take the Niners,
please,
whatever they're getting, because it doesn't make any sense the way to do this. Because I agree with them. Like I wouldn't probably, if I were the Rams players, want to be gone for a week.
Who said that? They gotta be.
This is what's being widely reported, apparently, according to sources. I forget who had it.
This is irresponsible. They gotta be trolling.
They are saying that this is the way they plan on approaching it. Now, I would think when the NFL wants you to go to a place like that, they want you to do all kinds of media, but apparently not. I don't know. Because there's no way the Rams are getting in, doing all the, chat shows, whatever it's called, Wake Up Kangaroo or whatever. They got to go on that show. There's no way they're sending any Rams players to do that because they're just going to get in, do a walkthrough, play the game, leave.
There's no way.
I'm not going to be here. Right.
There's no way that this is true. They're not doing that.
I wouldn't think so. But
this is a divisional game too. There's no way. There's no way.
This game, regardless of what you think about them playing in Australia, and I know both teams are not happy that they have to go to Australia. It does matter in the division standings in a very tight division. Yeah, that's massive game for both teams.
Whoever put this in from, they're conning you.
Okay, I'm just telling you that is the report that's out there. I didn't think there's any way that they could possibly do that. you played the game, though, you're saying the same thing. So
15 hours?
Right, and then it's not even about the time difference or like, oh, your body clock doesn't get. It's like you were in a plane for 15 hours, and now you're expected to stretch out, get limber, get loose, and go play a football game. No, I don't know how that works. I would think you'd want a few days to recover from the trip and then play the game. And then when you fly out immediately afterwards and give your guys a couple days off to get recouped from that whole ordeal. But yeah, I think you'd want to get out there at least a week ahead of time just to get loose again, so you're not crammed on a jet. But whatever, that's what they're planning on doing. We have a quote from the GOAT. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm going to throw myself into a moat next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Still monitoring that breaking news after a crash as you're traveling towards downtown Columbus, just towards that east side over by the Arena District. We are seeing all lanes completely closed along street between Neal Avenue to Marconi, basically taking Neal Avenue northbound to Nationwide, then eventually southbound on Front Street will be a great detour for you to continue over on Long. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Something big has just dropped at Hothead Burritos. Introducing barbecue pork carnitas. Juicy, mouth-watering pork carnitas. Our limited-time new citrus chipotle barbecue sauce. Savor the summer flavor. Hothead Burritos. Get up and get you some.
Dealing with pain every day, the first thing people will suggest is to get surgery to fix it. But who wants their body to be cut open? Before you make a decision that can't be undone, go see my friends at QC Kinetics for a second opinion. Dr. Ray Tesner and his team have helped tons of patients just like you in the Columbus area. Whether it's bone-on-bone arthritis, torn meniscus, or just years of wear and tear like me, they have real solutions. And they bring relief to not just your body, but your mind as well. They give you a medical evaluation, review your history, and go over the images to find the source of the pain. The main goal is to hold off surgery, and best case, skip it altogether. And that's why it makes sense to explore every option before making a decision that can change your life. Don't just accept surgery as your only choice. Call QC Kinetics today for a second opinion and know your options. The conversation and consultation are totally free. Go to QCkinetics/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Newman Roofing is proud to sponsor the Fan and 10 TV's Beat the Heat Fan Drive. Help Ohio's most vulnerable residents deal with the extreme heat this summer. Purchase new box fans and take them to the nearest Franklin County Fire Station or buy online. For more information, visit 10tv.com/beattheheat or lifecarelines.org.
With rates lower than the national average, plus special rates on balance transfers, a BMI Federal Credit Union Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card would be the perfect card for your wallet. Visit bmifcu.org/visa for more details and to apply today.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Hey friends, Beamer here. Warmer weather, longer days, lighter meals, more time outside. Summer gives weight loss a head start. Awaken 180 gives you the plan to make it happen. Ride the momentum with Awaken 180, the official weight loss program of summer.
Everybody thinks they're a great driver. Outlaw Motor Speedway gives you the chance to prove it. Experience professional racing simulators, full motion rigs, and some of the world's iconic tracks right here in Grandview. Race your friends, join a league, or bring the office out for an unforgettable corporate event. And when the checkered flag drops, keep the night going with great food and drinks here or next door at Agave and Rye. Then climb back in the driver's seat and see who's got what it takes. Book your race today at outlawsimracing.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Over 35 years, I've seen it all. Car crashes, work injuries, defective products, medical mistakes, lives flipped upside down in an instant. But I've also seen something else, the power of fighting back, the power of winning. Over $30 billion recovered and counting. Size matters, reputation matters, results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
If only there was a radio show that constantly talked about Ohio State athletics. Well, good news. It's real, baby. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and $2 tall boys. All day, every day.
Tyvis played in some of the biggest stadiums in the world. T-Bone has eaten some of the biggest pizzas in the world. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Live from the Woody Hayes Athletic Center, we are here getting ready for the first day of fall camp for the Ohio State men's Buckeyes football team. I know I said men's football team. They don't have a women's team.
Not yet.
I said that. Not yet. Soon enough.
Flag footballs. They doing it in high school, right?
But why not have real football? Let's go.
You
what are we
want to
doing?
say the lingerie league?
No. Like, why does everything with women's sports have to be like, well, there's lingerie, there's powder puff, there's softball. Why not just have, like they have the women's baseball league now with the woman, who came up and sadly botched the anthem. But
Yes.
but that, like, other than that, like, they're actually playing baseball. I like that.
You know how things happen and you like kind of you get them out your mind and forget about them. That was one of those situations. I didn't need you to bring that national anthem back up.
It sucked too because it took away from what was otherwise like a historic day. But everyone, of course, focused on that anthem, which of course I guess we did too. We're guilty of that. But yeah, I don't know. I would like to see even the WNBA, which this is the only controversy surrounding the WNBA currently, so we'll just focus on this one. Why isn't the ball, like, just orange? That's always bothered me.
Why is it orange and white?
Like, why did they make it, like, a different color? Like, I feel like the game gets judged in part because people watch and go, that doesn't look like basketball to me. But it's like...
Who pays attention to the ball?
Me. People subconsciously do, absolutely.
It's the ADHD.
Tyvis, what color shoes did you wear when you were playing football?
Here?
Or no, just like, what would you prefer to wear?
Black.
Okay, some guys say black. Why did you pick black?
Was Wakanda forever.
Okay.
Black power. Black power. That's why. All my accessories was black.
Do you know what it is in soccer? A lot of people pick white or like brightly colored shoes because it makes you look faster. Because you can see the feet moving, and people think it makes you look faster.
Billy White shoes.
I'm just saying. So, like, I just feel like people do subconsciously notice that stuff. Why do there have to be so many differences is all I'm saying. Just give them the same orange ball. It can be a different size or whatever, but have it look just like the NBA ball. But I guess
they probably want to be their own brand. They don't want to be...
That's fine. I support WNBA. Do what you want to do. It's just a thought I had was that I feel like sometimes
lower the hoop. That's what they should do. Lower the hoop.
I don't know. I mean,
put that thing on.
That's just for the people who want dunks. Who cares?
Exactly.
Who needs that? Like was that your nephew who was like basically like you didn't get to see dunks and he was mad about it? It's like, well, then you don't watch basketball. You don't like basketball.
Think about Angel Reese coming down the lane and just dunking.
Sure, but there's already
they get our own rebound and then boom, go up like Shaq.
don't feed the
She'd be a lot like Dennis Rodman. She had a very Dennis Rodman-y career if that were to happen.
But I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't thought about the ball in the WNBA not one time in my life until you brought it up.
Sure you haven't, but you'll notice it. I'm telling, because what I think of when I see that ball. I mean, I know the ABA did it too way back in the day, but the only thing we currently have contemporary the last
Harlem
50 years,
bang,
exhibition, not like legit, not serious. It's goofing around. And I feel like that I think people have way more, again, this is not fair. I don't think it's just because of the ball, but like you don't hear as much of that complaint about women's college basketball. You hear people talk way more reverentially about women's college basketball.
Women's college ball, guys.
It looks just like a basketball.
First of all, don't nobody talk about the basketball but you. Let's just get that out.
I notice things. I'm paid to notice things. That's my job.
Said anything about
fair. But I'm telling you, every time I see it, it's subconscious. People think it makes them look not the same. And I'm telling you, you need to go out there and have the same type of ball as the men's teams, as the men's league. That would, to me, again, I'm not saying that's right. I think that's stupid, but I think people are stupid, and you have to program for stupid. And you have to put things out there that make sense.
Put the hoop on 9 feet and watch what happens.
No, don't. I like seeing it at 10 feet.
Bang.
I like seeing it. That's fine. Play the game.
Come through the lane.
There are women who come through the lane and dunk. I was watching the women's All-Star game. The woman from...
You see a woman dunk on another woman? Oh, my goodness. I'll flip everything in the house. I'm running on the court.
Well, you don't, like... No, there's the... I can't remember her name. She was, like, the second overall pick from France that Seattle took. She's in the All-Star game.
Dominique...
I can't remember her name, but she dunked in the All-Star game, I'm pretty sure.
Did.
Yeah. So, like, I'm just saying, that stuff's good. Speaking of basketball... this guy wasn't talking basketball, but it's kind of what he's known for. Have you heard of Michael Jordan?
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Yes.
Never heard of him.
Never heard either. I don't know. People tell me he was
good.
good.
A hater would say. I got him on right now.
Bunch of the old heads say he was good, better than LeBron, and definitely better than Giannis, is what a lot of them are saying.
Well, they don't know ball.
Okay. Anyway, he was talking with another guy who gets in that GOAT conversation, Steph Curry. They were talking about golf, and Dylan brought this to our attention.
Of course he did. He's a hater.
Well, it's not even about Michael Jordan hate. It's just about, I'm not totally sure I understand what he's saying, but we'll play it and see if it confuses you less than it confused me. Go ahead, Dylan.
I hate losing. It's not even a question. But I have to respect losing because losing is a part of winning. Yeah. You never just, win. You got to lose to win. And I think the one thing about, the Ryder Cup situation is that we got to want it bad enough. We were dominant early on. And now that they are, does it mean as much to us as it does to them?
Absolutely.
And if that's the case, then losing is going to hurt.
Absolutely.
To a point where you would look at, how can I do things different? How can I change? How can I make this team better? And that's the thing about a team, and you know this too, is that before you can look at someone else, you got to look at yourself in the mirror, because that's how things get started. And you got to be willing to change. And you got to have a sense of pride about yourself. It's not about the money. It's not about anything. It's more about the pride. And, the best players, whoever's playing the best is going to win.
Okay.
You confused?
I'm a little confused.
Well, I'm going to play just the beginning part again. That's the part that got me.
I hate losing. It's not even a question. But I have to respect losing because losing is a part of winning. Yeah. You never...
Yeah.
Well, wait, do you hate it or do you respect it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. No, because he's saying I hate to lose. Losing is bad, but I respect losing because losing makes you better.
Yeah, because you kind of start off as a loser.
Speak for yourself.
Like, who comes out and just... I
learned from LeVar Ball. Never lost.
Who comes out right away and just dominates and it's just that guy?
Magic Johnson.
LeBron James?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, kind of. I watched him in the shot. I watched him when he was a junior, hit a shot from half court. I was like, oh, he's a winner.
No.
Been a winner ever since.
No. He lost with the Cavs.
Yeah, when they didn't have anybody around him.
But he lost.
He dragged teams to the finals. They had no business going.
He lost. He had to go to Miami to learn how to win. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He literally fits this.
It's all right, but, we're not calling him a loser.
He became a winner, and now he hates to lose. That's just, what are we talking about?
I'm saying.
It's
confusing.
What?
Yeah.
How is that confusing?
If totally Michael confusing. Jordan...
He lost early on, and he had to respect losing because it taught him what he needed to do to win. So he went to Miami, joined up with them, got with a winning culture, and became a winner. Why is that hard to comprehend?
If Michael Jordan hates losing and losing is a part of winning, Jordan can't be the GOAT because he just said he hates winning, Tyvis.
The process of winning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Transitive property.
Michael Jordan went through a losing phase. He couldn't even get past
how many
Pistons.
years? Let's remind everybody exactly how many years. It was a lot. It was a lot of losing. Couldn't beat the Pistons for almost a decade.
Couldn't do anything without Scotty or Phil Jackson.
Quite a turn.
He lost early in his career a lot, and he had to figure out how to win.
That's right.
It took them getting Scottie Pippen. And some other pieces, and then they started winning.
And the greatest coach of all time.
Once he started winning, that's when
and Bill Cartwright's beard patch, and John Paxson.
Michael Jordan is a system player. That's why he couldn't do it anywhere else.
Where does assaulting your teammates come into play in the winning versus losing? When you punch them in the face in practice, is that losing? Or is that because you hate winning or you lose to win? I'm not sure where that falls.
If you punch your teammate...
Will he punch people on the Ryder Cup team? Because that's what they're actually... This whole quote comes from him talking about, we got to hate to lose to win the Ryder Cup again.
I think
him and Steph were in golf attire.
The only way you're putting your hands on a teammate is if you've already won championships. I think that's the only time it's really acceptable because... You've reached the top of the mountain, and you know what it takes, and you're trying to get them to see it, but they're too young and immature to see what you want them to see, so you get frustrated, and now you got to beat some sense into them.
So you're pro Draymond caving Jordan Poole's face in?
I have no issue with it. Depending on what what Jordan said.
We're going to pivot to top 5 guys Tyvis wishes he could have punched in the face when he was here at Ohio State. We're going to actually do that for the list coming up. We're not going to do that yet, though, because I have 2 tickets to see Zach Brown Band at Nationwide Arena on Friday, August 14th. That place, too. Tickets on sale through Ticketmaster.com. Tyvis, give me a number.
23.
I was just going to say, make it your number from out here. Dylan, have fun. Caller number 23, 614-821-9710. Good luck, and the tickets could be yours. When we come back, it's the list. Top 5 fair foods and or people Tyvis wants to punch in the face. That's next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Continuing to follow some intense fog in our area, especially towards that further east side of Columbus in places like Etna and Reynoldsburg. Some spots are down to less than a mile of visibility when it comes to your commute out there. So, of course, go slow, be careful, and be aware of other drivers. If you can't see out on the roads, just follow the lines, those white lines if you can, and roll down your window if needed. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
This summer, there are 250 reasons to join T-Mobile.
Girls trip? Booked. And switching to T-Mobile helped make it happen.
With Experience Beyond, switch and get $100 back. Plus, $650 in value in built-in plan benefits. That's $750 in your first year, guaranteed.
And honestly, that $100 back, I'm putting it towards the zip line.
Now that's how you do summer.
Exactly. Best switch I ever made.
This is just one reason to join T-Mobile this summer. There are 250 reasons. Find yours.
Savings based on the value of benefits included with Experience Beyond, like entertainment and 1 year of AAA Classic and Dash Pass on us. Benefits may require activation. See plan for details. Get $100 via virtual prepaid MasterCard with eligible ported, no cash access, and expires in 6 months. Issued by Sunrise Banks, N.A. member FDIC. Allow 8 weeks.
CEC Turf and Tractor is growing. We're proud to welcome Green & Sons Equipment's Mount Sterling and Marysville locations. Same hometown service you trust, now with the strength of one of Ohio's largest Kubota dealers. Visit CECTurfandTractor.com today.
There are lots of ways you could celebrate America's 250th year. Epic fireworks, adopting your own bald eagle, treating your coworkers to a very special rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. Or you could just go to America250ohio.org, where you'll find tons of cool events in counties all over Ohio that celebrate America and the big role our state played in its history. Start your celebration at America250ohio.org. Sponsored by the Ohio History Connection, aired by the OAB and this station.
They say
gigantic overdraft fee.
At Right Pat Credit Union, we say, hey, mistakes happen to the best of us. They say,
due to high call volumes, wait times may be longer than expected.
We say, how'd the kids' soccer match go? They say,
gotta maximize those shareholder returns.
We say, you deserve better. Right Pat Credit Union. Banking done right. Federally insured by NCUA.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Hey, it's Austin Ward. Listen to The Beat with Austin and Byrne. Now powered by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Get the latest Buckeye news, insights, and unbeatable analysis every day. Don't miss a moment. Stream The Beat with Austin and Byrne. Sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Every summer morning is different. Luckily, Tim Hortons has a breakfast wrap for every morning. Kick off your summer with the bold new steak and egg wrap. Start your morning fresh with the egg white and Swiss wrap. Or keep it classic with the grilled breakfast wrap. No matter what summer mood you're in, you can always find a wrap at Tim Hortons. Your morning happy place.
At iBank Distillery Co., you'll find incredible food, handcrafted cocktails, and now expanded gluten-free menu options across all 3 Central Ohio locations. Happy hour with friends, brunch with family, dinner that never misses. Make your reservation at highbankco.com. Dine, drink, distill at Highbank.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of the biggest positives we hear from customers is, I loved my Pella Columbus guide. We're there to be whatever it takes to make your life easy.
We've been working on our support as well.
Cool, like...
I made a pamphlet.
A pamphlet?
Double-sided, very thorough. Even put a word search on page 2 with window words like double pane, which is what my mom used to call me, still calls me.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
We got a higher home appraisal after we put away our African art and family photos.
Has this happened to you because of race or national origin? Contact HUD at hud.gov/fairhousing. A message from HUD and the National Fair Housing Alliance.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. Ohio State training camp will officially get underway this morning. T-Bone and Tyvis are live from the Woody Hayes Athletic Center and will be joined by Ohio State head coach Ryan Day this morning at 7:40. The NFL will also kick off today as the Carolina Panthers and Arizona Cardinals will get the preseason started from Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton tonight at 8 o'clock. In Major League Baseball yesterday, the Cincinnati Reds won their 3rd straight after beating the Athletics 3-2. The Redlegs will go for the sweep of the A's this afternoon at 12:40. Catch the action over on the Fan 2. And the Cleveland Guardians lost to the New York Mets 6-5 last night. They'll try to avoid getting swept at home this afternoon at 1:10. This update is sponsored by TurboTrack Realty. Done with that property? Call John Kosick at TurboTrack Realty. He'll buy it today for cash. 614-472-0000. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Two men who both know the value of a good hat.
You're bald!
This is Bone and Tyvis.
You can always tweet the show at Bone and Tyvis 971, or you can find us on YouTube. Go to YouTube, 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis. AJ Hawks to us says, can you guys ask Ryan Day if he's open to doing a contest to call the first drive against Ball State?
He better. You know what? I'm gonna ask him.
One of us.
He better say no.
AJ, we're on the same wavelength because I literally thought I may open the interview with that and just say, so this is happening at Akron. When can we expect that, and how much NIL would that raise?
I wasn't even thinking about it because I thought it was just so crazy and ludicrous. But I would ask. I would ask him. You should ask him that.
Oh, I'm going to start with it. I'm going to say. I mean, it was either that or nipple ring conversation. So I figured I'd go towards asking him about the play call. But that's coming up at 7:40 today.
I actually have an update about that.
You do?
A tweet from Adam White from Front Office Sports. He says that Akron football has sold out suite inventory for the first time in program history and surged past annual ticket sales goals in just 24 hours since announcing the season ticket holder will get to drop the team's opening series.
Did you guys, by the way, speaking of this lottery thing, did you see, we'll get to the list here in a minute, but did you see that the Phillies did a thing last night, I believe is when this happened? They had a fan who won an auction, and the winner of the auction got to go do the broadcast, like for an inning. I think it was like a half an inning. You got to call, like, you got to be on the call. The other guys were there.
Okay.
Like, the main radio play-by-play guys. But they let that guy come in.
We should do that here.
We should. That would actually be, why not? That would be a lot of fun.
Jump in there with Paul and Jim.
Well, here's the thing. The guy for the Phillies, Dylan, see if you can find this real quick, because I'm pretty sure this just happened. He had a decent, I'm not saying it's the greatest thing ever. Maybe over time it would get old. But he had kind of an old-timey, well, the 1-1. Like, he had that radio guy voice to it, where when you have no expectations, you think it's going to be some slack-jawed idiot who just comes in and is like, yeah, it's good, Phillies, yay, my guys. Like, you don't know if it's going to actually be anything remotely close to listenable. He actually sounded, it was hard at some point because there was like 2 minutes of it that I saw, and at some point I forgot who was the guy who's paid to do it and who was the guy who won the auction. Like, it was pretty great. But
no kidding.
Yeah, well, let's see if we can find that and play you some of that audio because it is pretty insane to hear. But, Dylan, are we ready with the list? Let's go ahead and do that.
The best, the worst, and sometimes even the dumbest. It's all here on The List.
Sponsored by Baths R Us. Go to bathsrus.com to schedule your free estimate. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Are we counting drinks on this?
Do whatever you want.
Okay.
You're the one who came up with it as the foodie of the show, so your list, your rules.
Did you want to do a top five, Tyvis, or did you want to do?
No, we ain't got to do that. You can just throw them out there.
All right, well, throw out your. So today's list is top five fair foods.
Lemonade, like I would literally pay whatever you have to pay to get in there to get a lemonade.
Well, we're talking because you like all types of lemonade.
Yeah.
I would presume if you're a lemonade connoisseur, the fair is like the place you want to go because they do the. Or any of those places where they have the here's a whole bunch of lemons. We squish them with our big press.
Yes.
Put it over ice. Dump a pound of sugar into it.
Yes.
Put a little bit of water there. Stir it up. And poke it with a straw.
I got a theory on this.
Okay.
All right. So if you go into the fair, right, you want to find the guy that's wearing glasses and chewing gum.
Okay.
If you get that guy to make your lemonade, 99.8% of the time is going to be the best lemonade ever.
Wearing glasses and chewing gum.
Yep.
Do we have a reason for why?
I don't know. Every time I went to that person that fits that description, it's been fire.
So you don't want women making your lemonade, is what you're saying?
Yeah. What if it's a woman who's got glasses?
If she got glasses and chewing gum, I'd take her too.
What basketball is she playing with? Out of curiosity, is it a fully orange one or is it orange and white? That's the big question on my mind. That's what I care about. So, yeah, all right, I would go with that. I'll add to that and just say the wooden token sweet tea people. Have you ever had those?
I don't drink no tea.
You don't drink sweet tea?
I don't
Never
drink
had
tea.
sweet tea?
I don't drink tea.
Dylan, do you like sweet tea?
Not really. The only tea I really drink is like lemon tea, Arnold Palmer,
All right, fine.
that type of style.
I'm just saying, the places that do the sweet tea where you get the little wooden token, those spots, I always love those spots. Those are pretty good sweet tea. As for actual food, I'm going to throw turkey. Oh, wait, Dylan, you haven't gone yet, but I'll throw turkey leg in there. That was going to be my next one.
I've never had that.
The giant turkey leg?
I think Z-Dog was in the chat yesterday talking about a turkey leg.
Giant turkey legs are good.
I've never had it.
I don't know if it's actually turkey or what it is, but I don't care.
Fried turkey leg.
No, it's not fried. It's like smoked almost. It's like sitting there. They give you the little handle that's usually an aluminum foil, and you just sit there and eat it.
That's what. So let me get this right. If you go into the fair, that's the one thing you want.
I'm saying it's in the conversation for best fair foods.
Okay.
Yes, for a savory food item, I would put that up there. That's one that I want.
Go ahead, Dylan.
Mine, I've said a bunch of times on the air from the Ohio State Fair, the glazed donut bacon cheeseburger.
Oh, my God.
We have heard you. You
Yes.
like to glaze the glazed.
Yes.
Baked the burger.
Yes.
That glazed donut is, you brought that up before, but I think that's a spot-on take there.
I think a underrated thing that I like to get at the fair is cheese on a stick.
Oh, I have
Fried
a whole
cheese on a stick.
I was going to say anything on a stick was what was going to be my next thing.
The all on a stick foods, I'm pretty much there's probably an exception. But cheese on a stick is excellent.
Mozzarella though.
Steak on what? Mozzarella?
Yep.
That is I thought you were talking about Maserati Mar for a second.
Mozzarella.
Yeah, it's mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Or mozzarella.
No. You say Mozz, I say Moz. Maserati.
But I think the right way to say it is mozzarella. I think that's how most people actually, like the way it's supposed to be said. But whatever.
Tyvis is just saying it how it's spelled, okay?
Maz. That's right. That's phonetically correct.
I mean, yeah. I don't know what the problem is.
No, those are good. I'm saying steak on a stick is good. Chicken on a stick, where you get a big piece of fried chicken and then a biscuit on top.
You gotta cut.
That's my favorite one.
You be going.
That's
too
my favorite
far.
one.
You go too far.
We haven't had a lot of sweet items yet. We've done savory.
funnel cake is on there.
Oreos.
For deep fried Oreos, Dylan, I'm with you. They keep doing all these like deep fried Buckeyes and deep fried marshmallows and deep fried whatever else they want to try. You had it right with deep fried Oreo.
But that one,
stay in that lane because that one is the best of all the deep fried confections I've had.
That one you feel bad after.
Why do you feel
all
bad?
this stuff you feel bad?
You need to talk to a therapist. That's on you. That's not. I don't feel. I feel great after I eat
that right there.
I feel great.
That's a lot. It's already the Oreo itself is already bad. Now you go deep fry it. Like that's
yes, I am.
Now. Like that's a lot.
Okay,
it's good though, but it's a lot.
By that argument, you can say, well, potatoes are starchy. Potatoes maybe not that they don't have a lot of nutritional value. They're already bad for you. Why would you deep fry
you can't grow
and
potatoes?
What do you mean you can grow a potato?
Right.
What does that matter?
It's healthy. French fries is healthy.
Great. There you go. You can grow chocolate. That's what I heard. What do you think? They make chocolate in a factory? I mean, they do, but they get it from a plant first, and then they convert it into the stuff you eat. So I'm saying, technically, by your logic, that's health food too. Any chocolate. Thank you. Thank you. That's how it's grown. You can grow that. If you should just so light it on fire, it has some effects.
It has some effects. Hungry, happy, sleepy. That's it. I'm going to say a gyro or gyro, however you want to pronounce it. I say gyro, you say gyro.
Food? Is that fair food? Because, I mean, there's so many places around to get that.
I feel like they always have those trucks.
Well, okay, they have hot dogs and cheeseburgers as well, but I'm saying, like, pizza is at the fair, but, like, you can get those elsewhere. I don't know a lot of places doing deep-fried Oreos or, like, giant turkey legs. That's why
That's fair.
That's why I'm pushing back on that.
That's
like,
fair.
funnel cake.
Funnel cake is my number one thing.
Funnel cake is great.
If I'm going to the fair, I'm not leaving without the funnel cake.
How do we feel about an elephant ear?
That's if the funnel cake thing is down, I'll settle for that. My wife tends to like an elephant ear. I'm more of a funnel cake guy.
I know Tyvis is going to be against this, and SportsDad34 in the chat said the same thing, but just French fries at the fair go hard.
Wait a minute. Why would I be against that?
Because you said earlier something. Didn't you say something about French fries when Bo
said that
something
they're healthy?
Yeah, we were just talking about them being healthy.
Healthy because
I was making the case.
No, I thought earlier in the show you said, "Why would I get French fries?"
No. I said
why would he get
Sonic's
fries.
You was talking. I said Sonic's fries was tater tots.
Gotcha.
I think those ones are good. You know what? If we're missing one or two of these, put them in the YouTube chat. YouTube 971 The Fan. T-Bone and Tyvis. You can see us as well as we are out here live at Ohio State Fall Camp outside of the Woody Hayes Athletics Center. We're going to have Ryan Day coming on in just about a half an hour from now. Maybe we'll ask him what his favorite fair foods is. That's what we'll waste our 12 minutes we have with him. We'll just ask him about food.
Does he look like a fair food guy?
I don't know. Most people aren't fair food people till they go to the fair and need food, and then they go, well, there's food
the
here.
Last time that man been to a fair?
I mean, it is during his busy
That's
season.
what I'm saying.
Sure.
There were a lot of fairs that happened earlier on in the summer. He could have went to one of the county fairs.
Well, that is true, too. Yeah, right. Go watch somebody's, sheep shearing or whatever.
Yes.
He may be into,
Tractor pull.
Yeah. Also, who said this? SKW Bearcats said they also have turkey legs at the Renaissance Fair. Now, Ryan Day at a Renaissance Fair, I would pay money to see that with him in the garb, like the medieval dress. I would love to see that.
I don't think he going to no fair.
You don't think so in the middle of football? It's usually in September. You don't think in the middle of football season he's sneaking away to the Ren Fair on a Tuesday? No.
I don't think it'll be a good look. I don't think it's going to be
not. I'm guessing not. I'm guessing he wouldn't.
Will you guys ask him if he found his first gray hair in his beard yet?
Oh, we'll see. We can just report back. We'll be able to tell you.
That's
He's
true.
standing right here. We'll know. Like I said, Ryan Day's going to be here in about a half an hour. Bad look for a big-time college football assistant coach. Details next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Police still on the scene of some breaking news happening just east of downtown Columbus. All lanes are closed on West Long Street, right between Neal Avenue and Marconi Boulevard with that serious incident. And that's all happening really near the Arena District. And you will, if you do like to pass this area, have to use a detour. It's going to be Neal Avenue to Nationwide Boulevard. Then eventually southbound on Front Street will get you back going Long Street and further into downtown. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
One bite in, you'll be saying that's hot as fire. Speedway's new hottest fire chicken sandwich turns up the temp. Eat the heat for $4.99 only at Speedway. Valid through 8/25/26. Participating stores. Exclude Speedy Cafe. See app for full terms.
This is Gordon Miller from Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost loan. With mortgage rates near their highest levels in almost 25 years, paying upwards of $15,000 to $20,000 at closing makes little sense, and Miller Lending wants to help. Now in our 40th year, our popular no closing cost program lets you simply close on today's rates, free of all mortgage-related costs, and refinance as rates fall. So why not pick up the phone for your no-cost quote today? 877-9-NO-COST. That's 877-9-NO-COST. Or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com.
Scotty Vegas here, and I've had my Ford Bronco from Krieger Ford for a couple months, and let me tell you, best purchase ever. First oil change, Krieger Ford came right to my driveway. Krieger Ford on Morse Road. Best bet I've made in a long time. KriegerFord.com.
What does it mean to live here, serve here in the Ohio Army National Guard?
It means I can attend college full-time and not have to take out student loans to pay for my tuition.
It means I can work my civilian job during the week and support my state and nation in times of need.
You too can live here, serve here as a member of the Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service with full-time benefits at nationalguard.com/OH. Sponsored by the Ohio Army National Guard in coordination with the Ohio Association of Broadcasters and this station.
In the military, the mission was clear. You knew what to do. Now, the mission has changed. Stepping into civilian life isn't about finding a job. It's finding your purpose.
I wanted a career that would leverage the skills and discipline I gained in the military. IT just felt right.
My Computer Career offers class schedules that fit into your life and skills in high demand. Put your VA benefits to work. Visit mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to jumpstart your IT career today. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
On this episode of Science Stuff, we're examining the fastest things on the planet, like the cheetah. It can reach a land speed of over probably having an off day happens to everybody, but here is the American race car. People love the thrill of the... Okay. Next up is the Falcon. No, all right. Oh, Great Caesar's ghost, what was that? Why, I think we've found the fastest... Let's watch in slow motion.
Hi, it's Alex, the friendly Apex...
It's Apex Pros, the pros who knows. They're the fastest thing on the planet. When you have a problem with your plumbing, furnace, air conditioner, or electrical system, Apex Pros gets to you faster than apparently everything. Leaves are blown from trees. Paint is stripped from buildings. Mothers clutch their children's hands. Because when you have something broken in your plumbing, HVAC, or electrical, you don't want to wait.
Columbus loves Apex Pros. ApexPros.com.
What defines Ohio? A place that dares to go first and never looks back. There's no slowing us down. At Jobs Ohio, our mission is clear. Strengthen job opportunities and empower Ohio's workforce. Another reason why Ohio is now ranked the #1 state for business by CNBC. This is what unstoppable feels like. We did it together, Ohio. Our time is now. See Ohio's momentum at jobsohio.com/Ohio's time.
Hey, I'm Ruben. My band and I have a new song we're getting ready to record this weekend. I'm also a tow truck driver. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I get to go home at the end of the day and see my bandmates.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. When you see flashing lights, remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
We at The Fan have created a show where you can be a homer, a hater, or whatever you want to be. Sunday mornings at 8.
It's the Fan Call-In Show, presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We'll see a mix of clouds and sunshine here for today, with a chance for a few showers and storms later on this afternoon, mainly east of Interstate 71. Otherwise, we'll see high temperatures into the upper 80s here for this afternoon. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
Matty Ice is currently bathing himself in creamy jalapeno dip. And I've officially run out of ways to tease this show. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays at noon.
The Fan. 3 men, 2 cars, 1 breakfast order.
Okay, so far this breakfast has been a disaster.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Guys, low testosterone is something that men younger and younger are experiencing. Maybe your game isn't quite what it used to be. Less energy, less drive, not feeling like yourself. You deserve to feel at your best. Be strong in the gym during your workouts. Feel more driven at work, and even better in the bedroom. If you are experiencing any of these low T symptoms, go to TriStateMen'sHealth.com and take their low T quiz. After that, you want to schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health. They will have your results within 30 minutes, and the cost of the appointment is only $99. There's 2 locations located in Columbus. One is in Hilliard, the other one's in Westerville. Don't ignore the signs. Call today and take the first steps towards feeling better again. That number is 800-900-9654. Visit TriStateMen'sHealth.com. compound. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See websites for details.
We are live at Ohio State Fall Camp. Get underway today. Day one. We'll be out here today and tomorrow out at the Woody Hayes facility. Saturday, shows will be out here as well. Bishop and Friends is coming up next 9 to noon. They'll have live updates of the actual practice going on. Ryan Day will join us in about 25 minutes or so. But we've got all that going on, so you can stop into the YouTube chat and go watch us on YouTube and see what we're seeing out here. By the way, we had a few people in the YouTube chat bring up the fair food topic. Sweet Betty at the Fairfield County is getting some love. Apparently, this is a deep-fried, soft-baked Chips Ahoy cookie, according to Jason in the chat. He said it's an absolute game
one
changer.
cookie?
I don't know if it's one, because those are small.
That's what I'm saying.
So maybe they give you 2 or 3 of them, but a deep-fried chocolate chip cookie, I'm initially in to try that. I wonder if it's the soft cookie or if it's the hard-baked chocolate chip cookie, because Chips Ahoy has.
Are you more of a hard bake or soft bake?
Soft bake all the time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
I like
100%.
when you break it and it like the chocolate chip melt a little bit.
Oh yes.
A little gooey.
Yes. Heat it up in the microwave a little bit. If it's not heated up, I'm with you on that. Also, Cadet Coco says in the chat, my fair go-to is the cheesy pig, mac and cheese with pulled pork and barbecue sauce on top. Pants explode off your body.
Say that one more time.
Mac and cheese,
all right.
pulled pork on top, and then barbecue over that. And then you just mix. That sounds good.
I can get behind that.
You got barbecue back there?
Yep.
And you didn't invite me? Hurt my feelings.
Quentin in the chat talking about fair food and fair places to go. He said, anybody going to the pumpkin show this year? And this is a solid question. Will Pumpkin Ryan Day be there? Jen Winters is here. She is the keeper of Pumpkin Ryan Day. My contention is that we should take a booth out there, the fan tent, pull the van up, do all the stuff, and no one else is there, just Pumpkin Ryan Day, and take a picture with him, and that's it. We'll have security on site. We'll get the dude on the Harley who's been sitting in our parking lot. We'll have him come up, and he can...
You are out of line.
He can hang out with the pumpkin. That's only for our staff. That's good times there. Bad look for a big-time college football assistant coach. Rashad Samples, Oregon's running backs coach, and apparently he's been their assistant head coach since 2024. He was charged with driving under the influence of intoxicants, DUII. Every state has their different. Why can't we just settle on what this is called? Because we got OWI, we got OVI, we got DWI, DUI, now DUII.
DUI.
A DUIE. Anyway, that and reckless driving. Yeah. He was on April 12th, apparently, he backed into a Ford F-150. Now, here's what happened afterward. Because the guy was in the car of the F-150 that he backed into. So he apparently backed into it. This guy had a dash cam. Then assistant coach drove off, Rashad Samples. Drove off, got pulled over by the guy. Because the guy was like, hell no, you backed into me. Apparently in Oregon, they're like that. They just follow you out of the parking lot, and he drove. He flagged the dude down and said, hey, you backed into me. And he goes, oh, did I? I didn't notice. And so he then ran a red light, then pulled over. The guy got out and talked to him, and this is all on his, dash cam that this guy has. Just a private citizen, not a police officer. All kinds of bad there. Don't do that. Like that just because you never know who carries what in their car when you go to try to pull them over to get restitution. I don't know if that's the best way to do it. Anyway, so what followed up is now, because of all this video coming to light, one other thing that was noticed is that apparently this assistant coach, Rashad Samples, when he was asked, who are you? What's your name? I need your information. He said his name was Deshaun Jackson. Just, gave the guy... I mean, again, it's not a police officer. It's not like lying to a cop necessarily, but... Not a great look when you're paid the money that an assistant football coach is at a place like Oregon, I'm quite sure. Trying to leave the scene of an accident, lying about who you are. He eventually did tell him what his real name was and who he was. But Sample said this Tuesday, because a lot of this video got released. Now people are seeing this for the first time. And apparently the Oregonian called him up and said, hey, do you have a comment on this? And he said, I did not realize I backed into anything until I pulled away. First off, as you like to say, Tyvis, that's cap. That's not real.
He was belligerent.
Well, if he didn't realize, then how drunk were you?
He was belligerent.
This happened at 2 a.m., by the way, so not great. But the thing that happens then is if you do notice as you're pulling away, I may have backed into somebody, what you don't do is continue to drive away. So he, obviously, this guy's the assistant head coach of Oregon. I mean, that's not a great look.
Trying to pull away, and the dude got in the car and said, "Oh, no."
Chased him down. So, yeah, they are apparently trying to figure out what to do here. But, yeah, he's facing DUII and reckless driving charges.
Is he suspended from the team?
It doesn't say. I think they're still working through the investigative process. If you know what, Dylan, I don't know if that's in there.
Did
or
it
not.
cause?
I didn't see it.
When he did this, did it leave damage?
Yeah, the guy said. I mean, it hit his. He pulled him over, and they worked out. I guess on the video, they worked out. We're not going to go through insurance because who wants to mess with that? Just pay me $2,500 and we can call this even.
Okay.
And so that's apparently how they kind of started to work it out. But then he asked, "What's your name?" And he said, "Deshaun Jackson." And then he said, "I didn't even know I hit you." And so this is now become an issue because I'm sure the cops got involved when the guy took the video clearly to the cops and said, "This is what this guy did," once he figured out probably who he was.
So he gave him the money and the dude still took it?
I don't know if he did or not. They agreed to the money, but then if he's telling him he's Deshaun Jackson, he didn't give him correct info to get a hold of him. Maybe that's why the guy went to the cops. That might be the next part of that story.
Makes sense.
Tyvis, if you back into someone in Cardale's car, would you say that your name is Cardale Jones?
Look up the license plate. What do you see? What does it say?
If I backed into somebody in Cardale's car, no, I would never do him like that. I wouldn't do him like that. I'd take responsibility.
That's good. Do you think he would return the favor when he drives your new car?
Because what would happen? Well, see, Cardale's too much of a polarizing figure. Like, if I said my name's Cardale Jones, they're going to be like, "I know you're not Cardale Jones." Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. He's a little thinner than you, is what they would say, right?
No, he's a little fatter than me.
That got a damn out of fish. That's good. I don't know why I do this, because it's not just you I'm messing with when I do that. It's also Cardale, and I don't need to be on either of your bad sides. Not at all. I don't want to do that.
Who cares about him?
Yeah, I do. A lot of Buckeye fans do. Also, coming up on Bishop and Friends, like I said, they're going to be out here 9 to noon. At 11 a.m. today, they're doing their 20 most interesting programs. So Oregon, one of their most interesting programs. So there you go. That's some interest from Oregon right there. We were just talking about. Maybe that situation will come up. Dylan, did we find that audio of the guy who was broadcasting, who was the fan? I don't know if you were able to find that or not during the break.
I did.
Okay, let's hear a little bit of that. This is a guy from I believe the Phillies game last night, correct? He won a contest to go call part of the game, like I think half an inning. And he's just a contest winner. He's just a fan. But you tell me if you can tell who the actual broadcaster is when you listen to this guy.
Louis Kalb from Medford Lakes, New Jersey. He is our Phillies' fantastic auction winner. He outbid the competition to spend an inning and do some play-by-play in the booth. And Louis, welcome. Glad to have you here.
Thank you, Scott. It's a thrill to be here. It's a lifelong dream to be in the Phillies broadcast booth. So here we go. Painter with the first pitch to Ortiz. It's in there for strike one call. Phils with 2 in the bottom of the second to take the lead. As we start the top of the third, now Painter delivers. It's bounced foul towards the Phillies
This
dugout.
is a fan, folks. This is just a random guy.
Dang.
Phillies winning the first 2 games of this series. One more to go tomorrow night, and then a 3-game set with the Blue Jays over the weekend. Now Painter delivers. It's a check swing. It's a called strike 3. He got him.
Got a strikeout call in there. I mean, that's
a fan?
That was a fan. That was just a random guy who won an auction.
That ain't no random guy,
well,
man. That's somebody who won the auction and knew somebody that actually did this and said, "Go in my place."
Apparently,
that's what this is. There's no way.
Here's what I'll tell you right now. If I'm the guy who's doing play-by-play, I'm like sitting there like, well, that was fun. Now get the hell out of here. But I'm calling my agent and be like, why did we agree to that? I want everyone fired who agreed to that because that guy sounded better.
I can tell you
showed him up. That's terrible.
That man took that opportunity, and that right there was a job interview for him. He took that.
Oh, he did. He walked in there with notes. He didn't come in and just. You think when you hear that, you picture like at least I do. I picture a guy like slugging a beer, be like, "Watch this, boys," and then he goes in with his friends. They're laughing in the background. They dare him to say some stupid word.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Arapaho or something, and he tries to work that in, just some stupid, whatever, and then that's it. And then he moves on.
You and Common Man did that to me.
What did we do?
Made me work in 2 words.
Oh, yeah, we did. That's what I'm saying. Like idiots. Like non-professional broadcasters would make you go on 10 TV and say a couple words. Exactly my point. I think this guy was going to show up the 1-1 in there for a strike 2. And he goes on. Now, as I listen to it, my broadcasting critiques start happening because I instantly adjust my expectations. I'm like, well, all he's really doing here is telling us what the count is and what inning it is and who's up to bat. And he just kept repeating it over and over. But for his first day, you could work in a little bit more. So
he did the whole inning.
Yeah, he did the whole 3 outs.
So he had 2 more after that. Was they bang, bang, bang? 3 up, 3 down?
I think so.
He got to do it. The whole video was about 7 minutes long.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Yeah, he probably 3 up, 3 down. I mean, that dude, whoever's job it is like, yes, get him out of here.
Yeah, that's the way I would have been, too. All right, coming up next, the Bengals apparently got a dude. We'll discuss it in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
In our southwest side, just south of Loop Berliner Park, we are seeing a crash right now affecting State Route 104. It's in that westbound direction right before you're hitting 71 and just passing High Street. That left lane is currently closed out there. We also are seeing slowdowns, just traffic overall in our southeast area, 33 in that westbound direction over by Gender Road. Lastly, a live look at some traffic cams this morning. The east side still not any better. Intense fog, especially 70 right by State Route 256. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
What can ADP do for small business? We help answer the business questions, like how do you track employee time? How do you do payroll taxes? Or what does compliance even mean? So small businesses can focus on bigger questions. Now florists can ask, can we invent another holiday to sell bouquets? Pizza shops can ask, how do we stuff a calzone into a pizza crust? And pool cleaners can ask, what is that thing in the filter? These are the questions you can focus on when ADP takes care of the business of your small business. ADP for small business.
At Wright Pat Credit Union, we are owned by our members, not shareholders. So our only bottom line is you.
What's the catch?
There isn't one. I mean, I guess you have to be a member.
Uh-huh. And what's that cost?
Oh, there's no monthly cost.
Oh, but there's a bunch of eligibility restrictions, right?
No. If you live here, you can bank here.
No catch. What is this?
It's banking done right. Wright Pat Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor and call a groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. One of these men was prom king. The other is Tyvis. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Brian Day going to join us in about 10 minutes. We're looking forward to having him on here. You can, of course, jump on our YouTube chat. Go to YouTube, 971 The Fan. Click on T-Bone and Tyvis if you want to ask him a question. Maybe we have time, we'll get to it for sure. So the Bengals went out and traded for this dude named Dexter Lawrence, who is a walking double team. He is one of the most feared interior defensive linemen in the game of football. Mm-hmm. Came over from the Giants. And so, of course, Bengals need to fix that defense.
Yes.
Question is, will they get a pass rush? Will he be a part of that? Will he affect that?
Oh, they going to get one.
Well, I'll tell you. So what's encouraging, though, is because, you get draft picks, you get new faces. I mean, they got that going on here now, right, with transfer portal and high school players coming in. But in the NFL, you experience that, too. And there's always that trepidation if you're a Bengals fan of like, okay, but is he going to show up? Is he going to every day have like a reason why he can't practice? Or is there, like how big of a star is he going to come in and then a diva is a guy going to be, right? Mm-hmm. That's always a question.
Yeah.
All accounts are that Dexter Lawrence has showed up for work. He has dove headfirst into everything, being friends with guys, making sure the camaraderie's good. And then, I mean, the quotes that you're hearing from this team when they're talking about Dexter Lawrence, Dalton Risner said to Yahoo Sports, he said there's certain guys in this league like Dexter who wreck a whole gameplay, and you just have to do everything around them. You change everything you're doing. You have to change how you block against certain guys. He's just making us do it really early and really often. Jamar Chase said, honestly, he's been terrorizing practice. I can honestly say that. I would think this is music to Bengals fans' ears, right?
It's something that's been needed for years. I mean, they haven't had a guy on the D-line that people fear since, Geno Atkins, Carlos Dunlap? Was that like the last people I can really think of off the top of my head?
Yeah, I think
DJ Reader was pretty good, but he was more of a run stuffer, So I think that having that pass rush right there and having that guy that's going to get those double teams is going to allow those linebackers to be more loose and be able to free flow to the ball. It's going to allow the Shamar Stewart, who only hyperextended his knee. Did you know that?
Yeah, I saw that. After all that, it looked terrible when it came out.
But he hyperextended his knee, so he'll be back at some point this season. It'll allow guys like that to go out there and be able to be effective. And, you could just rush 4. If he's that good like that and he's splitting double teams, you don't have to sit there and bring an extra man for pressure. I mean, you can always do that to add on, but you can get home with 4. Now the coverage in the back unit is lovely because now you could double wide receivers and take away areas that quarterbacks love to go to. So like back when I played, it was a lot of quarterbacks that loved to throw inside the hashes. So one of the things we did in San Fran was we took away the hash. We had a guy designatedly sit on the hash mark because that was the spot that they wanted to go to, and it gave a lot of people fits.
Yeah, it honestly, it feels like everything that we have been hearing about. And I mean, we've all watched him play with the Giants, but you never know when a guy, because did he re-sign a big contract too? Am I wrong?
Yeah,
with the trade
with the Giants. When he got traded, I think they gave him like a year or 2 extension.
Yeah, they added to when he was already getting.
It wasn't nothing crazy. It was like a year or 2.
You just always wonder, is a guy going to come in and say, this is now my chance to make a new name for myself with this new team? Yeah. Or is he going to say, you already know what I do. I don't have to prove anything to you guys. I'm just here. Regardless of how he feels about that, he is showing up and being everything they wanted him to be so far through camp. So
I mean, it's a culture change too. I mean, it's not like the Giants was this winning organization when he was there. They struggled too, but it's like now he gets a chance to, hey, they're going to look to me to be the leader. They're paying me all this money, and it's up to me to get these other guys around me. How good can I be that I impact other guys to up their game around me? If he can get a Shamar Stewart or, what's the other, Murphy, whatever the guy.
Yeah, they brought in a bunch of dudes
If he get those guys to play better than what they've been playing, then that's worth the contract that he's getting.
Oh, totally. No, I think this is a monster move for the Bengals, and I was pretty high on it when they made it. So, yeah, it's going to be fun to watch and see what he can do.
Is it possible that he's wrecking practice because the Bengals' offensive line is kind of bad?
I mean, it could be, but Dylan, they've made improvements on the offensive line the last few years quietly. That hasn't really been, I don't think, as big of a problem. It's been more the fact that defense, as we all know, if they just kept the score under 20 on the opposing side, keep it under 28, you're probably winning most of your games. Instead, they've been playing in shootouts, or Joe Burrow's been hurt, which either of those are not ideal.
And we won't know that until these games and joint practices. Exactly why I say it's very important that you see preseason games and joint practices.
There you go. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. Ryan Day will join us next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
In our southwest side, just south of Loop Berliner Park, we are seeing a crash right now affecting State Route 104. It's in that westbound direction right before you're hitting 71 and just passing High Street. That left lane is currently closed out there. We also are seeing slowdowns, just traffic overall in our southeast area, 33 in that westbound direction over by Gender Road. Lastly, a live look at some traffic cams this morning. The east side still not any better. Intense fog, especially 70 right by State Route 256. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Are you ready to tackle those home projects? With a home equity loan from CME Federal Credit Union, you get an introductory 3.99% APR for 12 months to make those upgrades happen. From patios to paint jobs, your home's next chapter starts at CME. Visit CMEFCU.org.
Hate the taste of your water? You aren't alone. Thousands of Columbus homeowners have turned to Culligan Water of Columbus for better drinking water. Culligan's reverse osmosis drinking water systems are certified to reduce 18 times more contaminants than the leading standard pitcher filter. Get the peace of mind that comes with knowing your family's drinking water is protected. With 4 locations across Central Ohio, Culligan is Columbus's water treatment expert. Start with a free water test at CulliganWaterColumbus.com. Culligan, water you love. Contaminants may not be in your water.
Recalculating route. Estimated arrival time. Never.
I'm Dr. Kandula, founder of Advent. For people with nasal congestion, sinus pressure, sleep apnea, snoring, or allergies, finding a solution feels like a never-ending road trip.
First stop, my primary doctor. Then the pharmacy. Then a sleep specialist. Then an ENT.
What if there was just one destination to treat your problems for good? Welcome to Advent, your one stop for breathing and sleep relief for over 20 years. Unlike other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care. 96% of patients with severe nasal breathing issues report improvement. Plus, most insurance is accepted for these effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
You have arrived at Clear Breathing.
This is Gordon Miller from Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost loan. With mortgage rates near their highest levels in almost 25 years, paying upwards of $15,000 to $20,000 at closing makes little sense, and Miller Lending wants to help. Now in our 40th year, our popular no closing cost program lets you simply close on today's rates, free of all mortgage-related costs, and refinance as rates fall. So why not pick up the phone for your no-cost quote today? 877-9-NO-COST. That's 877-9-NO-COST. Or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Listen to Financially Fit Radio with Corey Sickles this Saturday morning at 9 on 1460 AM, covering topics like what you need to know about annuities and how to stay healthy and enjoy retirement. Financially Fit Radio this Saturday morning at 9 on 1460 AM.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Summer heats up fast here in Columbus, and bad windows can have a tough time keeping a home cool and can send energy bills through the roof.
I hate to admit it, but we've had some complaints about our windows doing that.
Uh-oh.
I just tell them it's just like being at the beach, minus the water and the beach and the happiness, and you're in your living room. It's gross.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
Get started on your painting project and save big money at Menards. Zinsser Fast Prime 2 Plus Primer and Sealer is the go-to solution for tackling nearly any surface that needs to be sealed. Its fast dry time and excellent high-hiding formula allows for it to be used as a versatile, everyday primer. Our knowledgeable team is ready to help bring your dreams to life, 1 gallon at a time. Stop by your local Menards today.
Save big money at Menards.
Have you ever met a man who wins money betting on tennis? Enter Scotty Vegas. Join Scotty and Dave Biddle for On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
Sunday mornings at 9 on The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tyvis is drinking a protein shake for breakfast. T-Bone is eating a protein donut. Minus the protein. And it's more than one donut. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Well, it's OSU Fall Camp, day 1, and of course, we are out at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center. We are now joined by the guy who's going to be running the show today and every day here. It's Ryan Day. Thanks for taking the time, Coach. Appreciate you coming on.
Good to be here.
You said it's a full coffee pot day today. Is that every day, or is that just when camp starts?
Now that camp starts, I mean, it's a full pot. Maybe a cup or two during the off season, but now day 1, we got a full pot going.
You know, Coach, yesterday, T-Bone was telling me about Akron, and they have like an NIL thing where they're trying to sell tickets, and the winner gets to do the opening script of the game. Will we do that here at Ohio State?
We'll not do that. We'll not do that.
What would the price be?
They could probably watch the script Ohio, but that's about all we're going to let them do.
I just said it would be 4 verts. That's what everybody would do. Or bring out their Madden console and be like, what play? Hold on, coach. Let me get my plays ready.
Right.
So
Throw it to number 4.
they are going to sit with the head coach when they make that call. But, offensively, this time last year when we were here, there was a quarterback battle going on between Lincoln Keenholz. Obviously, Julian Sayin won that. But this year, not that situation. So what does that mean for Julian Sayin year 2? How does that make you as a head coach now, when you're obviously quarterbacks are part of the thing that you love to help out with? How does that feel coming into this one? A little different than last year.
Yeah, it is. I was actually thinking about that driving in this morning. Just the angst of having somebody that's never done it before. They're just always an unknown. And so you're constantly in your mind thinking about, okay, how is he going to react in this moment? And certainly with the monster opener we had last year, you're constantly thinking about that and what kind of situations are we going to put him in. And that's not the case when you're into year 2. And when you have an experienced guy, I mean, for Will, he had experience at Kansas State but didn't hear. So there was still a little bit of that feeling. But really, other than that, it was CJ, it was Justin, and now it's Julian. So for him, the leadership, he's really stepped up in a big way. The offseason's been excellent for him physically, mentally, emotionally. And then I think he's really, excited about working with Arthur as well and some of the things that we're putting on his plate. So, he's got to be a veteran player now. And everybody in that huddle's looking at him as the veteran guy, which completely changes things.
You brought up Arthur Smith. When you look at what the offense was last year and then you've worked with him in this spring, what has been some of the new things that he's done that's been like, all right, we needed that addition to this offense?
Well, that's really what the offseason was about in terms of identifying the things that he really feels passionately about that fit our guys, and then melding it with the things we've done in the past. So, I'm not going to really get into all those things schematically right now, but I think, you'll see mixes of what we've done in the past and some things that, he's going to bring to the table that'll look a little bit new.
I'm curious with the amount of transfer portal guys now, that shift that's just happened everywhere in college football. I know they're not new faces because you had spring camp. They've already been in the building, but this is the first day of fall camp. This is when it gets really real. I mean, is this the most kind of new players that you've seen at the first day of camp since you've been here? At least I guess it has to be, right?
Yeah. Although they don't feel new right now because, they've been here now since January,
right.
But they haven't played for the Buckeyes, and it's a lot different. I know some of them are experienced, but there's a whole different deal here. So I think they've bought into the culture in a big way. But when I listened to different coaches on the Big Ten Media Day and even SEC Media Day, it was similar. We have 45 new players. We have 55 new players. We have 50 new players. So I guess that's becoming the norm. Not that I like it as much. I think the good news for us, I think 28 of them were freshmen. So we still, I think every coach would say, hey, we want to recruit and retain. We get that. But there's a part of this with the portal that we're going to change year in and year out that we have to. It's not year to year, like I said, but it's getting close to be that way. And so we're in a race against time to get everybody together on one page, fighting for the Buckeyes. And to me, that's going to be the most important thing because the storms are coming, as we know. You guys have seen the schedule. I mean, it's going to be a challenge. It's a great schedule. But we're going to get challenged in big ways. And so how you respond in those moments will show what type of a team we are. And we say, we want to be the best tribe, which is a bunch of guys coming together for one common purpose, not, their individual agendas. So that's the challenge, obviously, with getting on the field and getting the schematics correct.
When you look at this camp, there's some camp battles that people are circling, and that's the right guard position and wide receiver 3. Obviously, there's a couple of guys that's in competition for that. What are you looking to see from guys so that we know that that's going to be the starter?
Yeah. Well, when you look at Carson, Luke, and Austin, we went through the playoff run and won a national championship with those guys, and that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've been in a situation we've had that much experience with those 3 guys before. And then you add in Phil Daniels, Josh Padilla, Ian Moore, and then there's some other guys that are knocking on the door as well. I think for Austin, he has the ability to move to guard and tackle. Josh can move from guard to center. I think both Ian and Phil are probably tackles. So the question is, what 5 gives us our best chance to win? And I think that's what we're searching for. And this is what the battle's going to be all about. At the wide receiver position, I think we have some really talented young freshmen that are going to be right there. The question is, how fast can they become accountable and build trust within the offense so that everybody on the offense, including the quarterback and and the coaches believe that they're going to be in that spot because, as you know, number 4 is going to create a lot of attention. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity for that guy. And so that's a critical part of our offense. So we'll see going into the first game and then the first part of the season, and then to see where it evolves as the season goes on.
Fair or not, there's a lot of noise around the Ohio State football program. Maybe some of these guys on the radio, if they would ever get their act together, maybe they wouldn't contribute to that so much. But no, what Julian's saying, we know there's a little conversation nationally about people questioning, all right, when you have all the weapons he had last year, maybe that contributed. So how much of that do you, as a coach, do you want him to hear, like for a motivation standpoint? How much of that are you like, all right, we don't need to hear all that. We need to focus in and do what we do?
I mean, I think we're all our biggest critics. And, when I hear criticism of myself, I'm much more critical than what I hear. So I think Julian would be the same way. I think Julian came here to be great. He knows what our goals are. But it was a mixed bag. I think he did some really good things. I think anyone would recognize the talent there, the ability for him, in his first rivalry game and the snow going sideways and a kid from California stepping up in a big way, making some really big throws, making a huge scramble down the right sideline. I mean, I thought he handled that environment like a pro, but, we all came up short at the end of the season. He knows that more than anybody, and I know he's worked really hard this offseason to change his body to continue to get stronger, but then also just overall experience. Things are going to move slower for him this year, but, he's somebody who, to me, one, cares a lot about his teammates, but two, is very, very intelligent. Now, one of the smarter guys that I've been around, and we've had some really smart quarterbacks here, but he can really handle high levels of information fast, and I think that's one of the things that the guys respect in a big way. But I say this all the time: if you want to get on the field here, if you want to be a legend here, if you want to be a great player at Ohio State, one, get on special teams, which a quarterback can't do, but two, attach yourself to Mick Marotti. Because if you want credibility, and that's exactly what he's done, and he understands what it means to have that stamp from Mick in the building. And so he's done that, but now we got to go put it on the field.
Coach Mick is definitely one of those guys that you want to stand with. So I'll get you out on this one. Yesterday, I'm going over camp. I'm on Twitter or X, and I'm looking at Caleb Downs making these plays with Dallas. I see Sonny Styles making plays, Arvell Reese, Carnell Tate. And it hit me like, we got to replace those guys.
Some of us have been mentioning that, Tyvis.
I kind of forgot about it.
Like, listen from 6 to 9 a.m. when you're on.
Like on the defensive side of the ball, you're missing a lot of guys that has done well, that's doing well in the NFL. How are you going to replace those key players?
I'm happy for them, but I was the same way as you. I'm like, God dang. I mean, look at these guys. But the same questions were asked the year before.
Yeah.
And so you have to do that. But now in the portal, we had to address it with guys who had experience. Mm-hmm. And so that was a huge part of, Earl Little and James Smith and John Walker and Terry Moore. I mean, these guys have played a lot of football now, not at Ohio State. So we got to get them up to speed, like I said. But then there's a lot of guys like Arvell the year before. Nobody knew who Arvell. I mean, nobody was talking about Arvell Reese nationally, and now look what happened. There's guys like Kenyatta Jackson. There's guys like Peyton Pierce. There's guys like Jalen McClain. There's guys like Jermaine Matthews, who we're counting on, Devin Sanchez, to now step up and take on those roles. Nobody came here to be average, and everybody knows the expectation here. And that's what I like about these guys. They know it, and they embrace it.
Well, thanks for having us out here. We're looking forward to watching it today, and thanks for the time this morning. I know you got a ton of other things to do, so we'll let you get to them.
We got special teams meeting starting here soon, so I appreciate you guys.
Perfect. Tyvis has got to join you, I think, right? You're pretty familiar with special teams.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Ryan Day joining us right here on The Fan, of course. And, of course, you can always watch what we're doing out here at camp. Just go to YouTube, 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis, and you'll be right in the YouTube chat. That was, we told you, we'd ask him about the acronym. Script of the plays.
Not doing that.
I just want to know what the figure would be. Like someone rolls in with, I got $10 million, right? Like at some point, I just wonder.
There's a price for everything.
Hey, man, every man has his price.
$10 million for the opening drive against Ball State. It'd be hard to turn that down.
Dom Taveri is cashing out his 401k right now and saying, let me have it. Let me do it.
Taveri is kicking it with Bigfoot.
My God, he's going to be back. He'll probably be here today.
Oh, hey, yeah, you got to tell Bigfoot goodbye. Yeah. I got to go back to work.
I just saw Littlefoot. Adam King just walked by. So there we go.
Littlefoot.
Come on, boy.
What's up, King?
Me.
Can't That's a good drop. Why don't we use that drop more, Dylan? Honestly, that's the one. That one right there. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, a sports league that apparently no one wants is trying to stay alive. Details next. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
A crash happening not too far away from the fair. It's actually when you're passing it, 71 northbound passing 17th Avenue. That right shoulder is closed, so it is causing some delays. A heads up, especially once again, if you're heading out towards Ohio Expo Center out there. Also seeing some delays, pretty typical, some traffic forming 71 in that northbound direction over by Green Lawn Avenue. A lot of people heading downtown, as well as 33 in that westbound direction by Canal Winchester, especially over by Gender Road. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Baths R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Baths R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Baths R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Something big has just dropped at Hothead Burritos. Introducing barbecue pork carnitas. Juicy, mouth-watering pork carnitas. Unlimited time new citrus chipotle barbecue sauce. Savor the summer flavor. Hothead Burritos. Get up and get you some.
Remember the old days when football used to have an off-season? Well, we at the Fan think that really sucked. That's why we bring you Austin and Berm, America's #1 resource for Buckeye football conversation, is voted by Fake Surveys Incorporated. Catch their daily podcast called The Beat and their breaking news podcast, Snap Judgments, as they broadcast live from Roosters on Mondays, and they come right to your house and massage your tender areas. They'll do it all. Austin and Berm on the Fan's YouTube channel and 10 TV Plus.
Common Man and Bob Capace here. So, Bob, you got this ring builder thing on your website.
Yep, you pick the diamond, the setting, customize your own engagement ring before you even come in this store.
I actually tried it.
You did?
It was ridiculously easy.
See, if Common Man can build a perfect ring online,
anybody can, because I'm dumb.
Then book an appointment and we'll help make it exactly the way you designed it.
That's why I always tell people, I know a guy. You too can design your own engagement ring with the ring builder at worthingtonjewelers.com. If I can do it, anyone can.
Worthington Jewelers, where Columbus gets engaged.
When it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, call Newman Roofing. 614-NEW-ROOF. NewmanRoofing.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. When your joints hurt every day and you've been told you need surgery, all you got to do is make sure you do your homework. There's a lot of doctors that are going to try to force you under the knife, and they're going to force you for a joint replacement. But remember this, once you go and start putting hardware in there and you replace a joint, there's no going back. I've had multiple surgeries. I have hardware in my body. I don't want to do it again. And that's why I went and saw my friends at QC Kinetics to get a second opinion. I had some knee pain. It was bothering me. I went and talked to Dr. Tesner and his team about how they were going to use the regenerative treatments to help my body heal itself. It's unbelievable. It's great. They'll start with a consultation. They'll show you the healing tools. They'll show you what to do. Surgery is your choice, your body. You need to take care of it. So call QC Kinetics today for a second opinion. The consultation is totally free. Go to QCkinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
If you dread dealing with your insurance more than you dread build-it-yourself furniture, with extremely vague instructions.
What are these? Hieroglyphics?
Then you might have Insuranoia. You should have NJM Insurance. They go to great lengths to do what's best for their policyholders.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible. But Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the Columbus community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Men, erectile dysfunction can affect much more than just your sex life. It can create stress in relationships, leading to feelings of anxiety or embarrassment, and impact your overall confidence and well-being. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and we specialize in treating men's sexual health issues to help men find solutions that fit their individual needs. ED is a frustrating condition, and many men suffer for years without seeking treatment. But the good news is that if you're like most men, we have the answer. Our licensed medical providers will evaluate your specific medical situation and recommend a plan designed for you. And these advanced medical therapies work, with treatments having success rates of well over 90%, which means you and the one you love can have great sex again without the fear and worry of ED. You can even last up to an hour or more, and you may just find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Welcome back to That Lux Life. It's your boy, Will Winmore. Today's guest, the Millionaire Ball from the new Ohio Lottery Daily Draw game, Millionaire for Life. Hey-o! So if a player matches 5 numbers and the Millionaire Ball number, they win $1 million a year for life. Hey-o! Or $100,000 a year for life if they match just 5. Hey-o! Millionaire for Life is the game. Millionaire Ball is his name. Play Ohio's newest daily draw game for your chance to win for life. Players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Hey there, Bo Bishop here. Tired of the same old routine? It's time to escape with an RV from RCD RV. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers, they've got them all. Shop hundreds of RVs in stock today. 3 locations in Central Ohio to serve you or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. Ohio State training camp will officially get underway this morning. T-Bone and Tyvis are live from the Woody Hayes Athletic Center. They were joined by Ryan Day, who spoke on replacing last year's talent.
The same questions were asked the year before.
Yeah.
And so you have to do that. But now in the portal, we had to address it with guys who had experience. And so that was a huge part of, Earl Little and James Smith and John Walker and Terry Moore. I mean, these guys have played a lot of football now, not at Ohio State. So we got to get them up to speed, like I said.
The NFL will also kick off today as the Cardinals and Panthers will get the preseason started from Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton tonight at 8. This update is brought to you by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, and trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register today at roosters.com.
All of the hair on their heads is slowly migrating to the lower part of their faces. And cracking. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
We are live for day 1 of fall camp. Ohio State getting underway. Football season is fast approaching. We are at the Woody today and tomorrow, all morning long. I believe tomorrow Ross Bjork is going to join us. So we'll have with Ryan, just as you heard there in the update. Ross tomorrow. Bishop and Friends coming up 9 to noon today, and I believe they have Matt Patricia on the schedule. I believe in the 11 o'clock hour. So,
no, he's such a great interview.
Oh, I know. It's
Patricia, he'd be having so much energy, he'd be so fired up.
No, that was. I mean, we said this last year. I'm sure if people remember when we were on the air, when we had him on. Like, I think after we got done with the interview, we talked about how, I didn't know what to expect from Matt Patricia because you've seen him as a head coach. You've known he's part of that Patriots way. Mm-hmm. Bill Belichick is kind of a curmudgeon.
He admitted because we asked him about somebody got hurt. I think it was Edric Houston, maybe.
Yeah, that was the story last year.
He was like, I was about to say we're on Cincinnati.
Yeah, he said I kind of worked with the guy who taught me how to handle this, where you just give a non-answer, which is hilarious. But yeah, so Matt Patricia will be on. It's a can't miss interview today coming up. I believe the 11 o'clock hour. They'll have him with Bishop and Friends. Also, the YouTube chat is active. It is live, and Phil J. It's devolved into people deciding what plays they would run if they were given the reins of the OSU offense for the first drive, because we asked Ryan about that because Akron is doing that. Yeah. They're picking a season ticket holder to script the first series. Phil said here would be his series of plays: Statue of Liberty first play, Flea Flicker second play, Philly Special third play, Fumble Rooski fourth play, PAT. That's some confidence. You got to be a confident play caller. You can't go out there thinking it's going to be a punt.
I'm rolling with Evan M216. The play I'm running is fake 23 blast with the backside Jewish reverse.
There you go.
That's the way.
There you go.
You got to have now, but that means that Julian has to become the lead blocker.
Oh, I know.
Sunshine actually was the lead blocker, and that
remember the Titans
2 hits that got the dude to the end zone.
Well, I mean, all accounts are. Ryan was even talking about it. Who has Julian saying been attached
Coach
to?
Marati.
Yeah,
body
by Marati.
Listen, the body is up. He's strong. He should be able to handle it.
I like that. Also, that was Chris G in the chat said Coach Day beard mogged T-Bone. Accurate. I mean, he always does. He's got a great beard. Although it's up close and personal, I got to look.
Got a couple of grays.
I saw him.
Couple grays.
Time is undefeated. Grecian formula doesn't last forever. Is all I'm saying. I saw it. I seen it up close. But let him live. That's my guy. You know what? I want my coach to have some gray hairs because that means he's stressing. It means he's in there. It means he's drinking a full pot of coffee. He's ready to go.
The coffee don't work. I don't care what nobody say. Coffee is nothing but placebos.
When do you drink coffee?
Never.
To know.
Never.
Nothing But Placebos. Good band name. I would listen to Nothing But Placebos. That
I'm just
sounds
saying,
good.
like you either had the energy or you don't. And if you don't, all you got to do is just fake it. Just fake like you got energy.
You know people who have certain conditions.
They fake
can't
everything
drink coffee.
else.
Like if you have certain issues with your heart or different parts of your you can't drink coffee because of the caffeine. It has an effect. It has a positive effect for people who don't have those issues. But if you have those issues, it's a negative. You're not supposed to drink it.
See, this is my problem. And this comes with coffee and alcohol. I can't drink something if it tastes nasty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how people do.
Have you ever noticed how, if you get coffee at most places, the color, the shades of color that it comes with,
put all that
they
cream
put
and
other
sugar
things in it to make it not taste quite as coffee. Some people do drink it just straight.
That's what they say. That's how you're supposed to drink it.
Yeah, but if you go and order,
quote healthiest way,
it is because there's nothing really in it other than caffeine and water, basically. And maybe some antioxidants. I don't know, but it's not what I get.
Tyvis, aren't you supplementing your energy when you did the smelling salts back in the day?
Yeah. What about that? Huh? A little stimulant?
I didn't need to.
But you did it.
I did it on kickoff. That's it.
You got peer pressured? Is that what happened?
Yes.
They offered you something and you took them up on it?
Yep.
I see.
I needed to know what it was about.
Yeah, you didn't get peer pressured on those lattes that they were drinking, right?
No. That's I double down on what I said.
All right. I don't blame you. Now, I need someone to help me understand what is going on with the Live Golf. Because apparently, if you didn't follow this story at all, Saudi investment firm, the Public Investment Fund, PIF, they spent $5 billion with a B the last 5 years. So I presume when I read that, it means $1 billion a year.
Okay.
But maybe it means $25 billion. I'm going to guess I'm going to guess it means $1 billion a year just on Live Golf. Okay?
Okay. And it was terrible.
Yeah. Well, they decided no longer. We're done funding Live Golf to that level. You're going to find some other idiot to fund this.
They are coming crawling back to the PGA.
Well, no. Apparently, CEO of Live Golf, Scott O'Neill, said that they have found an investor that will keep, because apparently Live Golf is still going. They're going to keep the circuit alive beyond this season, according to him. He said he hopes to finalize terms in the coming weeks and close the transaction in September. So always a good sign when you're taking the victory lap before you've actually signed on the dotted line. I'm going to just go out on a limb and say that whoever they found does not have $1 billion a year to waste on that product.
No.
So if it didn't survive when it had, or not survive, but when it wasn't doing what they wanted it to for $1 billion a year, how is it going to do that now?
I thought that they came out 2 years ago and said that they was partnering up with the PGA, and it was a whole uproar.
That whole thing too. I don't know why they can't ever. That whole thing has fallen to the wayside apparently because I thought the same thing as you did, but
I'm not mad at I'm not mad at the golfers that went and got their check.
No.
Now the problem is they got to spend all of that check just to get back to the PGA because isn't it like a fee to come back?
Yeah, I believe so. But I think so. The Live Golf thing I saw was they said because now Live Golf is basically like realizing all of our guys want to go back to the PGA.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to do something to keep them there. And they said, hey, if you get invited to go to the PGA, no problems. We'll let you go do whatever you want. You can skip our events. You can do it. You don't have to be there. We just want you to not completely abandon us. There's also a question of if the Saudi government that had funded it is going to pay out the remainder of those contracts. That still has to be worked out, too. So you think John Rahm's coming back if they don't pay him the money that they paid him to initially go over? I don't think so. I don't think those guys are doing that. So seems like a bad business model, just any way you slice it. Dylan, do we have the audio from last night with the Guardians? Yes, they lost to somebody's New York Mets. But let's not focus on the...
That's irrelevant.
No, let's focus on the positive. Top prospect for the Guards came up for his first big league at bat. Tom Hamilton has the call, and here is what Angel Hineo did in his first at bat.
It's out of an open stance. He's out of the Dominican Republic, and he lines the first pitch up the alley in right center. A base hit. How about that? Well, he got that baby out of the way. Angel Hineo, first major league pitch, ropes a single to right center.
Went on to have 4 hits in the game.
He's such a legend on the calls, man.
He had 4 hits in this game. You know the amount of Guardians players in their history who had 4 hits in their debut?
2.
1. Angel Hineo is the guy. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. He was tied. There was another guy whose name I don't know, Fuzzy Grover or something from like the 70s. Whoever it was, that was 3 hits. But now he got to 4. So
I meant to tell you this. Side note, I got into it with a kid yesterday.
A kid?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I was playing Call of Duty. And,
okay.
You know, I don't go to game chat, but one of my friends wanted to go to game chat. So
what is game chat? Explain this again.
Game chat is when you literally you're
chatting with whoever you're playing in the game.
In the game, yes.
Not like you're chatting with friends who are all playing other games.
Correct.
But you're all
That's
having
party chat.
Okay.
So I went to game chat.
You went into that. Got it.
And this kid came and he killed me.
Okay.
On the duty.
Yeah.
And he was cursing me out. And this kid can't be no more than 10 years old. He was cursing me out.
Really?
So I locked in. I had to lock in for a second because you go from just sitting back in your chair playing. I had to lean forward.
Yeah.
I went and searched this kid out on the. It's 100 other people out there. I only want 1. I searched this kid out and I killed him. And I cursed him out.
There you go.
Cursed him out, and then he found me and killed me again and wiped the whole team.
You guys
not only did he kill me, he killed my whole team. This kid is too good. I had to go spawn on the other side of the map. I didn't want to see him no more.
You picked the wrong 10-year-old to apparently shoot in the head. What a phrase.
Was Sherm one of those people in your squad? No. Yesterday.
It has been a moment where me and Sherm has went up against a kid, and the kid has wiped us too. So these kids, boy.
Let me ask this question, because I don't know if this is a thing, but I feel like it would make a lot of money if you could. If you're playing someone in a game like that, where, like you said, there's 100 other people in there, it's Call of Duty, and you just realize, I really just want to settle it with this guy right here.
Yeah.
What if you could, get the other guy to agree and say, hey, let's both leave this game and head over to,
Happens
2K.
all the time, Bo.
You can't.
That's private match.
1v1 me, bro.
You can? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying, so you can do that in Call of Duty.
Yes.
Can you do that to, let's go to Mortal Kombat, and then,
For sure.
Oh, okay.
You get that gamer tag, you send them a message.
I need to go get into that.
1v1 me,
I need to get into that and then challenge family members from my childhood.
I'm telling you right now, this kid,
I need that.
This is the best kid I've ever seen.
That's good.
I cop deuces. I didn't want no parts. I wanted no more parts. When your teammates can't help you and he killed them too, yeah, we got to get out of here.
Richard Sherman couldn't help you?
We got to get out of here.
By the way, someone in the YouTube chat had this idea, and I don't know why we haven't thought of this sooner. 614-460-8010 is the voicemail. Richard Sherman has repeatedly turned us down for interviews because he apparently doesn't want to get up early.
It's because I'm black.
Sure. Not sure what to do with that, but yes. I think there's a quote from Ryan Day. You can play whatever you want, Dylan, but I'll leave that to you. Why don't we have Richard Sherman just call the voicemail line and leave a message for you?
I'll tell him to.
Send him the number, 614-460-8010. You also can jump in and do that if you would so choose, because we get voicemails all the time. Do we have... Dylan, I didn't even look. Did we get any voicemails yesterday that you wanted to play, or do you want to hold off on that for tomorrow?
We got one from today that we can play right now, or we could wait till after
You
the
know
break.
what? We'll hit it when we come back. And apparently Tony Romo might be getting a little more time off than he planned. Details next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, if you're heading out towards the fair right now, looking a whole lot better, 71 in that northbound direction. Before, we were seeing some delays after a crash out there passing 17th Avenue. That right shoulder was a little bit blocked this morning, but now it's officially back open. Just be careful when you're traveling and continuing on towards that north side. We are seeing some slowdown starting to form. 270, those ramps ahead 71 northbound, as well as 23 northbound heading towards spots like Delaware County. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
When you first saw her, she was out walking her dog. You didn't notice her at first, but when you finally did, it was too late. Because at that moment, you were speeding. She was out walking her dog and only had a second to let go of the leash. Your foot was on the gas, and her life was on the line. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
The savings are so good at Great Lakes. But have you seen our inventory? With over 1,000 new Hyundais to choose from, there's no need to settle at glakeshyundai.com. Find a new Palisade with the exact options you need, or a new Tucson in that color you have been seeing around town. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile coverage. At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings and selection are so good.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Kick off your savings when you buy or refinance your home with a Miller Lending no closing cost mortgage. Closing costs aren't mandatory, so don't fumble away your opportunity to save money. 8779-NO-COST. That's 8779-NO-COST. Or apply online at nocostmortgage.com.
Every summer morning is different. Luckily, Tim Hortons has a breakfast wrap for every morning. Kick off your summer with the bold new steak and egg wrap. Start your morning fresh with the egg white and Swiss wrap. Or keep it classic with the grilled breakfast wrap. No matter what summer mood you're in, you can always find a wrap at Tim Hortons. Your morning happy place.
What defines Ohio? A place that dares to go first and never looks back. There's no slowing us down. At Jobs Ohio, our mission is clear. Strengthen job opportunities and empower Ohio's workforce. Another reason why Ohio is now ranked the #1 state for business by CNBC. This is what unstoppable feels like. We did it together, Ohio. Our time is now. See Ohio's momentum at jobsohio.com/Ohio's time.
Hi, I'm Josie. My daughter turns 5 today. Blow out the candles. I'm also an Ohio State Highway Patrol trooper. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I can get home to celebrate with my daughter.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. Let's all give them room to work. When you see flashing lights, remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
Common Man has hosted shows with radio royalty, Spielman, Tor, T-Bone, just to name a few. So listen to his new show with Timmy Hall. If man can pull this one off, he's a miracle worker. Common Man and Timmy.
Weekdays at 3.
The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We'll see a mix of clouds and sunshine here for today with a chance for a few showers and storms later on this afternoon, mainly east of Interstate 71. Otherwise, we'll see high temperatures into the upper 80s here for this afternoon. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
Matty Ice has a large tattoo on his calf of LeBron eating a lion. I have nothing else to say. Rockman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan.
It's a tailgate party.
Welcome back to your morning tailgate.
I'm sorry, what?
This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
This is a loony bin, a nut house.
All right, when you get someone to work on your house, you want to make sure they know what they're doing and they do a great job. And the price has got to be right, too. That's why you don't need to search. You don't need to go on chat. You don't need to go on all the different, automated websites now and put in, what do I do? Let me put a prompt in. No, just go to windownation.com. They're the real deal. They're going to help you out because they're installers. When they come out to your house, they're going to finish the job in 1 day or less. Get all the windows out of your house, replace them with brand new energy-efficient windows with lifetime guarantees from Window Nation. Plus, these custom-built high-quality windows, they'll get installed in a day because their installation crews have a vast amount of experience. Most of them average over 15 years of experience. Plus, with Window Nation, they've got a deal you're going to love. 50% off all window styles right now. Plus, you could get 0 down payment, no payments or interest for 2 years when you go with Window Nation. Over 45,000 5-star reviews, can't be wrong. That's why you go with Window Nation. WindowNation.com. Schedule that fast free consultation now. It's all at WindowNation.com. Tyvis, we're out here at the Woody, getting ready.
Opened the gates. The people are
fans are filing in. That's right. Yes, people are already lined up to meet Bo Bishop coming up at the top of 9 o'clock. They're ready to see him. So we've got the line is formed to meet Bo, which is always.
He brought 2 of his 3 kids.
Yes, I believe that's right. Yes, I believe there are children following him around. Presumably, they're not like found him in a chat and then like we're trying to shoot him in Call of Duty like with Tyvis. That's apparently those are his offspring. I believe
Tyvis' story reminded me. Yesterday, I went to my brother's house because I had a light go on in my car, and I wanted him to hook it up, his computer up, and check it out because he's the car guy and not me. And my nephew was beating up on my daughter in Mario Kart, the new one on the Switch 2, and then. So Gianna did the "I'm gonna go get my dad," and I said,
"That's great."
I was like, "I haven't gamed since like September, or October. We don't even have a Switch 2 because apparently my brother has it better than me and has $500 to waste, and I don't." And then so my nephew challenged me. Beat his ass.
Oh, did you? Pulled off the bench?
Good for you.
Pulled off the bench? Really?
Yes.
Good for you. That's awesome.
I said, my nephew's name is Benny. I said, Benny, I'm not as good as I once was, but I was as good once as I ever was.
That's a Toby.
And then he went and got his dad, and he got it too.
Oh, did he really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he gave it to your brother?
Yes. You see, when it comes to stuff like that in the Gonzalez household, big brother didn't beat up on little brother.
Really?
I always spoke my brother and everything, but when it comes to an actual physical altercation, never could beat him up.
I know that feeling. My brother, I've never beat my brother in a fight. He won every time, every single time. Now today, and we line it up today, I definitely think the results.
I don't know. The psychology might still be there.
No, because I'll think about how he terrorized me all those years, and all I need is one, and then I'll never fight him again.
See, my brother, I usually would win against my brother. We had a 3-year age gap. I'd win in the sports, but then he won at life where he got all the like height, looks, everything else, like lack of weight, all that stuff. I got all the baldness and the weird teeth and everything else. Yeah, he won at life. I beat him though when we were kids. So Tony Romo, we talked about this a little bit yesterday. There's new reporting from Sports Illustrated that says, which I didn't know Sports Illustrated did reporting. So, hey, good for them. Apparently, CBS is testing the Jim Nance J.J. Watt combo. J.J. Watt's going to fill in for Tony Romo while he's suspended from CBS for his OWI hearing that he has in September. If that combo works, they're now saying that could just be a permanent change because they can decide to put J.J. Watt on with whoever they want to. That would obviously mean Tony's dropping down to another
Tony don't
spot.
care as long as his check still clears.
That's going to be the rub, right? Because he gets $17 million a year. If he is cleared in that OWI hearing in September, then it becomes a little more murky. But they're saying that if he's not cleared and if there is actually any type of charge that sticks on this, he's probably going to be out at CBS, and they're going to invoke the morals clause to get him out. And I've told you before, I'll tell you again, you know why they're doing that.
Oh, they trying to get out of that deal.
They don't like the money on that deal, and they think, why did we sign this contract? We shouldn't have done it. How many years have we had the offseason where they talk about Tony Romo's got to get better?
Do you think, all right, let's say that CBS lets him go, right? Let's say that they find a way to get out of the money and they let him go. Does he get another job somewhere else with another network?
Oh,
Or do you think he's that bad?
I'm guessing he would do media if he wants to. If I'm him, I'd take a couple years and just decide if I really want to do this or not, because like he could absolutely do some like, you know, he could easily go the podcast route and just tell stories, right? People would listen to that probably. He could do the he could make a joke of the fact that, like, he obviously is known to enjoy alcohol. You shouldn't enjoy it that way, clearly, by getting in a car, but allegedly. But, like, all that stuff I'm saying is he could do media and make some kind of living for himself, but he's been getting paid $17 million a year. He got paid a lot in the NFL, too. Like, do you want the headache if everyone, you know what I'm saying? Like, for him, if he's just, I don't know that I want to change the way I live or whatever.
He might have drank it all up.
Yeah, well, I guess that happens too. I don't know. I've not been a fan of Tony Romo's on the air. Like, from day one when he came on the air, I said, you're enjoying this now because he knows all the plays. But 10 years from now, if he's going to do this for a long time, are we going to be still calling out plays? Because at some point, you're just not going to know this stuff as well. And then he's got to, like, pivot to something else, and he never really did. His pivot has been the ooh and ah guy with the noises.
That was always my fear with this, is that because I'm so far removed from it, like, I wouldn't recognize, like, coverages. That's a lie. I still can look at him to this day and be like, oh, I know exactly what he was in.
Well, you can look at the coverage, right? But I'm saying, like, Tony Romo basically staked his existence on the number one crew on television, that when you watch the games, Tony's going to tell you 15, 20 times they're running it to the right on this 3rd and 4, and then that has to be correct. And I'm saying the harder that is to disguise that as you go further and further away from the game, you haven't made a living where you have to call the plays out immediately in the moment.
No.
You can look at it afterwards, like most people, and say, okay, here's what happened here. That's what most analysts do, I presume, who do, like, play-by. When you did that with, spring game, you're probably looking at it going, I think I know what's happening here. And then once you saw it, you could instantly read it, recognize it, and break it down. That's all we really need. Tony Romo putting it on that extra level of, I'm going to be Nostradamus or Nostradamus and try to predict it.
What he wanted to do.
Either way, he'd have to do it. It was like a self-inflicted.
But it was like, it was pretty cool to see it.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was
like, oh, man.
Just like I told you with the orange and white basketball. You don't think about it, but subconsciously there's a problem with it. And I'm telling you right now, you didn't think about it because you're like, this is cool. 3 years down the road where it's like, all right, Tony, can you break down what did happen, not what you think is going to happen?
But, like, the reason that I thought he was able to do that is because I was like, oh, this is a guy that's in the film room, that's really studying it, that's really talking to the coaches and stuff like that, who knows that offensive coordinator, like, so he's able to predict what's about to happen. Same thing if you play football. Like, if you... Like, for me as a defensive player, when I watch tape on 3rd and 2, this is what they ran 90% of the time on 3rd and 2. So it was easy for me to say, oh, this is probably what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of how I thought he was taking that type of knowledge and applying it to the booth. And I thought he was being successful with that. But then I feel like I haven't heard him try to predict a play in a long time.
Well, that's because I think they told him, like, you got to move away from that. Just because that cannot be the only thing you do. It's got to be something else. Dylan, did you have a voicemail you wanted to play?
Yeah, but you know what? In the YouTube chat, Chris G said if you had to guess what would Tyvis's gamer tag be, and the YouTube chat just immediately jumped all over this.
Oh, what do we have? What do we have here?
Jay Wolverine Killer 13.
I like that.
Big T23. My favorite. Seahawks released me twice. We also got
that's good. That's good.
No vegetables 23.
Didn't the Seahawks release you twice?
Wait, I thought you were the no vegetables guy.
Oh, my goodness.
Tyvis likes a vegetable. He'll eat a vegetable every now and then. But he's mad he can't eat salad because of the issues that we got with the...
who said that? Seahawks released me. That's a banger.
That was from LW, your guy. LW never misses in the chat.
Is he talking about my gamer tag on the duty or like my PlayStation tag?
I'm sure they're just...
Mine was the same in both.
No. I got two different. So, like, my PlayStation Network tag is TP.
Just give it out. That's
TP
good.
to DB23. My Call of Duty gamer tag is I Kill for Fun.
There you go.
Wow.
Go.
So I bet that kid
to play with Tyvis.
When that kid was destroying you yesterday, he was like, "So do I."
I know.
And he just looked right at you and said,
"But when I got him back, I felt good. It was his teammates that helped him. But then the third time, he wiped the whole team. So I was like, yeah, he's dangerous. But you know what the irony? I didn't even finish. The irony of the whole thing is we ended up winning the match.
Oh, you did?
We ended up winning the whole thing.
Well, you were on a side quest, so you couldn't really screw it up. So let everybody else
leaving him alone was the best decision that I made because somebody else killed him.
Oh, I
Somebody
see.
else handled him.
I see. Sometimes you just got to do that. You got to take your L and move on.
Also,
Chris G said could lock up JJ today. That's your game.
Oh yeah. He don't want to see me.
We could find out.
He know what it is.
Breaking news, just watching the TV, McDonald's has a Caesar sauce now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've seen that advertised. I just haven't tried it. I need to do it.
Tyvis, yeah, they've been had it. I've had it already.
No, I have not had it. I haven't. It's a lettuce thing going on, and I ain't, because I went to McDonald's and you could put it on like a sandwich or the wrap or something.
I saw something. I thought that had all passed
on the commercial.
I thought the lettuce thing was over, and then I saw something yesterday that said it's in 47 of 50 states now, and I'm like, I thought we were done.
I just want a salad.
I mean, I'm done with lettuce. I've been done with lettuce since 2013, but that's just a personal choice on that. Don't worry though. I still went to Taco Bell and got the thing they do serve, which is that issue that lettuce was causing. I got that at Taco Bell. Did you have any issues yesterday with your White Castle?
Me?
Yeah.
I had a bowel movement, but that was after that was at the Sonic. Though.
I love Sonic. I love how we're in your doctor's office where you're just very specific. Dylan, did you survive okay yesterday?
Yeah. Yep. Everything was working fine.
Let me tell you what, it hit me, and I had forgotten, and I was like, "What is going on?" And then I remembered, we did the breakfast thing, and I have to admit, I may not be as good as I once was on that front because I thought I was fine, and I was not.
But we also only each had 2 sliders. Normally, when I go to White Castle, I get about 7 things, and then that's when the problems.
Maybe they cancel each other out. Maybe we only get a few things. That's what does it. I don't know. One NFL team says they're changing the name of their stadium. Details in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
If you're traveling through the northwest side this morning, for example, from Plain City to Dublin, just be careful. We are seeing some traffic forming. No incidents, but a lot more cars. 33 in that eastbound direction. Many people using that ramp to head northbound onto 70 out there. Also, still watching some slower cars moving 33 in that westbound direction over at Gender Road. This is in our southeast side over by Canal Winchester. Of course, still watching some foggy patches too. Be aware of other drivers and follow the lines on the road if you just can't see anything out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Is 2026 the year you achieve your health goals? The Good Feet store wants to help. Trade in your bad feet for good feet. We want to help you walk, run, exercise, and play in comfort this year. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road in Grove City.
Truck drivers. Midwest Logistics Systems is hiring local drivers to haul dedicated no-touch freight in your area. As an MLS driver, you'll earn predictable pay, drive familiar lanes, and get home every single day. No CDL? No worries. MLS now offers company-sponsored CDL training in select locations. Through this program, we'll pay for your tuition and lodging at a truck driving school and get you on the road to success after graduation. Don't wait. Explore jobs near you and apply today at MidwestLogisticsSystems.com.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible. But Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the Columbus community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. Tyvis says that in all his years being in football locker rooms, he never once looked at another man's junk. He cannot say the same thing about working at this radio station. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Well, it's been an eventful day one for us out here at the Woody Hayes. We are here for day one of camp for Ohio State. They're getting underway, 9 a.m. The teams will hit the practice field, offense, defense, special, of course, all going to be out there. We had Ryan Day on earlier. If you missed it, you can get our podcast wherever you get podcasts. Just search T-Bone and Tyvis on your favorite podcast app. It'll come free of charge right to your favorite device every single day. It's brought to you by our friends at Capital Ford of Columbus. Dylan, do we have a fan poll up yet? Because I always forget to ask you, but I especially forget to ask when we are out on location. So do we have anything yet?
We do not. Did you have something in mind?
Will Tyvis have more or less than 100 people hit him up on PlayStation now that he gave his gamer tag out on the air?
Yeah, I've given out my gamer tag out on the air. I've got a few people, so I'm sure Tyvis.
He's already getting people hitting him up. He already had people hitting him up. Absolutely right. I don't know. I mean,
run the duty.
Yeah, I guess we could probably do something Ohio State related. We'll figure that out.
I'm sure Tyvis will look at their kill-death ratio before he actually adds them on there. He ain't going to play with no scrubs.
Who does that?
Oh,
Dylan apparently does that.
Nah, the way I've been playing lately, I've been getting 15 to 17 kills in resurgence. I'm off doing my own thing.
You carry anybody.
Aggressive.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. This is out of my depth because I haven't done gamer tag. Like I've been out of this for a while, so I have.
We just spoke a different language.
Kids. What am I supposed to do? I never play. I never. As soon as we had the first kid, I was like, I'm off all that stuff.
I had a good gamer tag, but PlayStation took it from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it because it was not appropriate?
Yes.
Good. Let's definitely not say it on the air. So
no. It was a play off of Milk and Cookies. You could probably guess what it did.
Was the K a different letter?
Yes.
Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. Yep. I gotcha. Bang. I stuck up from behind. Yeah. I see why you're easy to kill. I get it. Totally. Yeah, I think I read that one. All right, well, we'll figure out a fan poll here in a few moments. We'll get that sorted out. Bishop and Friends coming up 9 to noon. Obviously, they will be out here as well. And all the shows this morning. So us, Juice, and Bishop and Friends will be back tomorrow morning as well. So if you're not headed out today, you're coming out tomorrow, you can come say hi to us then if you'd so choose. Also, this Saturday, we will have shows out here in the morning as well. So, yeah, we're going to be out here all 3 days and tons of coverage as well over on 10 TV as well. Adam King is already out here making his presence felt. He's been getting video and stuff. So Amy Steigerwald was here at 6 in the morning doing live updates and stuff. So we're just everybody from the Fan and 10 TV has this covered, unless you work past noon. If you're past noon, we're probably not. You're all back at the studio. But all the morning crew is out here for sure.
Did Tyvis do his TV hit from out there?
I did not.
They canceled it. Yeah. They said they didn't.
You could have done it. If Amy could have been out there, you could have just took her.
Well, she was here, and then they left to go somewhere. The other thing is, too, because Tyvis was like, where did they go? And I thought, well, I don't know, maybe like there was a car crash or a fire or, they got a lot of stuff that they have to deal with.
Serious news to report.
Yeah, right. What could be more important than the first day of Ohio State football practice? Well, I don't know, like a house fire. They might have to go cover that. I don't know.
See them on Monday.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you see the PSA from Muggsy Leaper in the chat?
No, what is it?
He says you have 2 hours to get your aces to McDonald's because today in the app, the bagel sandwich is $3, and it's been a while since they did that.
Stained.
I think he was listening to Common Man and Timmy yesterday because they went scorched earth on McDonald's and their app and their deals yesterday. So.
Oh, yeah. I mean, their deals suck now.
What did they say?
They just said that they suck now and that it's not convenient for the people that use the app.
Yeah, I get that. It's now I've got some of these too from like the Wendy's app where I go in there and it's like, hey, when you spend $8.75, we'll give you $1 off a large drink only on Tuesdays from 2 to 4 p.m. I'm like, well, what? That's not even a deal. I don't even want to do that. That sucks. So I'm with them on that. It's stupid.
Who cares about the bagel sandwich from McDonald's?
I do. Me and Common Man had a whole campaign to bring it back. It was a big deal.
How many times have you had it since?
Plenty. I get it whenever I go there for breakfast. That's what I'm getting.
Overrated.
Okay.
You're
overrated.
Facts.
You're both overrated. Kansas City Chiefs announced Wednesday their home stadium will once again be known simply as Arrowhead Stadium. So, built in 1972, from its inception until 2021, that's what it was known as. However, they changed the naming rights to Geha Field, Geha Field. I don't even know how you're supposed to say that, in 2021. So apparently they then clarified that, well, Geha has not gone away, but they're not going to call it Geha Stadium. They're going to go back to calling it Arrowhead. Here's what I know.
First of all, wasn't nobody calling it that anyway?
Yes, exactly right. This is from some corporate idiot who was like, you know what? Our fans will appreciate it if we go back to calling it Arrowhead. And all the fans were like, F you, dude. We never stopped calling it Arrowhead. Like,
Right.
What are you talking about? You went to some corporate junket. You told Geha's people that, we changed the name. You got all their sponsorship money. That's all that happened. No one else has bought into this. And by the way, that's the same thing that's going to happen
with the shoe.
When I'm looking at it right now. When they put some corporate logo on that, which they will at some point.
You're going to be like, the shoe.
Yeah, I'll call it Ohio Stadium or the shoe. I don't get paid to call it something else.
You're going to call it whatever that company call it when you on this airwaves.
No, I'll call it whatever I want to. I call it the house that Eddie George built. I don't care. I'll call it whatever I want to. House that Archie built. We can go back further. I'm just saying, I'm just pointing out that, fans don't have to call it that.
Depends on where I'm at. If
I'm not going to, so quit asking.
That's right.
If I'm on the Big Ten Network on the broadcast, I'm going to say, we are here by safe flight at the Ohio Stadium.
Just say the shoe. Just say the shoe. That's what everybody calls it anyway.
They paying good money.
That's fine. They're not paying me good money. They're paying someone else. Now, I will say, because I get confused now because the new Crew Stadium was called Lower.com Field. And we, as Crew fans, started calling it, LDC or the Death Star. Brandon Bean kind of coined that term, and he's right.
Miracle growth.
Well, the problem is that stadium didn't have a name prior. Arrowhead was known as that forever, and then they're like, we're actually changing the name. No, you're not. But when they built that stadium, it didn't have a name. So a newer stadium doesn't have this issue. But I run into, what the hell is the... What's the name of the place where they do concerts right across from Nationwide Arena and over by Huntington Park? You know,
Kimba Life?
Bang. Yes. I call that Promo West all the time, still to this day, because it was Promo West Productions.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's a concert hall. They have decent sized shows in there, but that place I call it Promo West, and then I go or Kemba or Lifestyle Community Pavilion or whatever the other names were. I go through all of them, and I'm like, you know what I'm talking about.
When you tell me stuff like this, it tells me that I need to get out more.
You do. You need to get off of killing kids on PlayStation or getting killed by them.
There's a bunch of people that added me that wants to kill kids with me.
Apparently. This is getting very disturbing. Do you have a voicemail to play for us, Dylan? I kept saying you had one, and then I think we kept ignoring it. So what do you have?
Yeah, this is Eddie from Columbus. I have a Would You Rather for you. Would you rather win the Mega Millions and Powerball in the same week, or just have Derek Jeter's very gifted life?
Ooh, that's a very interesting proposition.
That one's easy for me.
I'll
just take the money. I don't need to be Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter did hit the Mega Millions and the Powerball. It's called playing Major League Baseball. He made $250 million and then probably close to that much in endorsements for Jordan and Gatorade. And then he also got all the perks that come with being the shortstop for the New York Yankees. So
okay, but here's my pushback on that, is that if Derek Jeter wants to go to any baseball game ever, or if he wants to go out in public in New York City or a lot of other cities, there are going to be people who are like, oh my God, you're Derek Jeter. Oh, hey, can you? And he's going to get hit up for opportunities to go be on television shows and be on broadcasts and be on whatever. Can you come join my board for sick dogs? And all that stuff's great. That's all nice and good. But when you are just a private person who wins all the money and no one knows who you are, you don't get bugged. You don't. You walk down the street, no one's like, oh my God, there's Derek Jeter. So that's my trade-off. Is I'd rather just be the anonymous billionaire.
So in this hypothetical situation, you are Derek Jeter currently.
You get his life, is what he said. So I'm saying you get all the perks of his life, which is you can go to a Yankees game for free.
Now it's my life plus the Mega Million and the Powerball.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Or Derek Jeter's life.
You adopt everything, good, bad, or otherwise, with his life.
But, Dylan, I'm going to let you know something. It's this man by the name of Jermaine Lamar Cole that says, there's no such thing as a life that's better than yours, so I'm going to take the million and hit the lottery and take the life that I got now with the money.
It's funny you bring up J. Cole because I saw him at Express Live, which was another name for Kimba Live.
Right. Yes, they're all. Yeah, anyway, so when they throw all these names on there, there's names on this place that we don't call it. We call it the Woody. That's what it is. That's what it always will be. All right, we'll come back and hit the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
If you're traveling through the northwest side this morning, for example, from Plain City to Dublin, just be careful. We are seeing some traffic forming. No incidents, but a lot more cars, 33 in that eastbound direction. Many people using that ramp to head northbound on 270 out there. Also still watching some slower cars moving 33 in that westbound direction over at Gender Road. This is in our southeast side over by Canal Winchester. Of course, still watching some foggy patches too. Be aware of other drivers and follow the lines on the road if you just can't see anything out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
One bite in, you'll be saying that's hot as fire. Speedway's new Hottest Fire Chicken Sandwich turns up the temp. Eat the heat for $4.99 only at Speedway. Valid through 8/25/26. Participating stores. Exclude Speedy Cafe. See app for full terms.
Whoa, what's all this? These screens, the food?
All for the game, bro.
Dude, let us pitch in.
No need. I've got it all covered. With T-Mobile, I'm saving $1,000 bundling my wireless and internet.
No way. Really?
Yep, and the price of my plan won't change for 5 years.
Wow, I'm definitely switching to T-Mobile.
Goal!
Here to score big with T-Mobile. Families save up to $1,000 a year when they bundle fast, easy to set up, all-in 5G home internet with 4 phone lines on Experience Beyond. And your plan price? Guaranteed for 5 years. Stay connected con tu gente and catch every match with T-Mobile. Join now at T-Mobile.com. Price guarantee on top text and 5G data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Savings based on third line free via monthly bill credits. Internet discount with $15 in monthly bill credits and auto-pay discount. Qualifying credit required. Credits may take up to 2 bill cycles and will stop if you cancel any lines or change plans.
CEC Turf and Tractor is growing. We're proud to welcome Green & Sons Equipment's Mount Sterling and Marysville locations. Same hometown service you trust, now with the strength of one of Ohio's largest Kubota dealers. Visit CECTurfandTractor.com today.
Kick off your savings when you buy or refinance your home with a Miller Lending no closing cost mortgage. Closing costs aren't mandatory, so don't fumble away your opportunity to save money. 877-9-NO-COST. That's 877-9-NO-COST. Or apply online at nocostmortgage.com.
What would it take for my child to only miss half a day of school for treatment?
What would it take to fund a cure for childhood cancer?
It would take all of us to come together to support the research. Join us. Go to childrenscancer.org today.
As summer starts winding down, it always seems to happen the same way. The backpacks are packed, the school forms are signed, and suddenly the calendar fills up faster than you ever expected. Between the last-minute appointments, school shopping, and getting everyone back into a routine, it's easy for those projects around the house to keep getting pushed to next weekend. Here's the good news. Your roof doesn't have to be one of them. At Newman Roofing, our team of value-driven professionals makes the process simple. You'll get honest answers, clear communication, and recommendations built around your home's needs. No sales pitches. Whether it's a new roof, siding, or gutters, we'll help you check it off your to-do list with the kind of white glove service that's earned the trust of families across Central Ohio for more than 30 years. So instead of worrying about your home, you can spend what's left of this summer making memories with the people who matter most. Newman Roofing, built around family. Ours protecting yours. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit newmanroofing.com today.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Join our degenerate gambler Steve Biddle at Scotty Vegas every Sunday morning at 9 for On the Money.
Presented by Krieger Ford. Your best bet for a new car or truck. Visit Krieger Ford on Morse Road today or go online at KriegerFord.com. The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Cosby Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Both of these men played sports in high school. Only one of them was good at it. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Joining the program, a guy who's fresh to death, by the way. Love the hair comb to the side. Look like you got a 2-guard on the side over there, all wrapped up.
There's a 1.
1 guard?
Mm-hmm.
Look at you.
That. It's August in Ohio. I sweat everywhere.
Freshly engaged. Boy, you on top of the world. Eric Reeser. Man, forget Derek Jeter. We want to be like Eric Reeser.
There you go.
Kind of Christmassy morning vibes out here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Day 1 of Ohio State's football camp. How are you guys?
I can see that. Yeah, we're good. I mean, it's a little more humid than the average Christmas morning, but
it's August. So there's that. The green Gold Bond is what I'd recommend this time of the year.
There you go. That's right. You got to know the different colors.
You got that problem?
Yeah,
Who doesn't?
I would say
what do you mean?
Most have that problem.
I don't.
Wait, so when you were a player and you had your stinky whatever, and you put it in a bag, did you use like those charcoal pads to take up the scent, or do you just say, here, it's someone else's problem?
My gloves and stuff?
Everything.
I would, once they start smelling that bad.
You let it get to that point?
Yeah, I take it to EQ.
That's not surprising.
Well,
there it is. Yeah. I take it to EQ.
I take it to
Your problem now.
No. I take it to Kev and say, hey, can I get some new gloves? That's what I would do.
Kev, is that the equipment guy?
Yeah,
that's
like
EQ.
EQ is
Your
also
problem now.
Some new gloves.
Yeah,
so that's you times 100.
Yeah.
Your team.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I mean,
that's the job.
They got a whole thing full of it. Like, what, they going to keep it forever?
Have you ever done your laundry?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
What's wrong with you?
No, I'm just asking. These are just questions I'm asking.
I'm very independent.
Just ask the questions.
So I just learned how to cook, so now that makes me fully independent.
Hey, congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's big.
That's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
So earlier this morning, Reese, when we were standing out here, we saw Kev, who was his equipment guy, bringing out
the mannequin
with the new
how about that?
Sponsored, the new stripe, and the stripes are on the sleeves the right way. Everything is back in order. And now I look over to my left on the practice field, and I see special teamers are out wearing those same, exactly what we want, the scarlet and grays, but with the gray on the sleeve. And it feels good. It feels, to your point about
right.
it's the thing when you go to the mall around that.
Practice jersey?
Because
they should.
I'm
in
trying
the NFL,
to look and see.
Your practice jersey sure do got a
Oh, in the NFL, I think they put it even bigger.
Yeah.
It's like, this isn't going to be on TV as much.
Well, it's good we're out here live in person, so after this, you can go over and see for yourself.
Yeah, we'll go check it out.
I have that reporting tomorrow on your wonderful program.
I don't want you to report it.
Well, we can do that. Yeah, we're on from 9 to noon, so we got 3 hours I can wiggle on out there.
Yeah.
And I would wonder, with the way things are going in college athletics, you'll have a game day uniform, and then you'll have your practice uniforms, because the Cleveland Browns have the Northeast Ohio Osteopathic Medicine patch on their jerseys for practice.
Yes.
See,
game days they don't yet.
We haven't gotten to the point yet where, like, the soccer teams in Europe, where they'll put one across the chest and then 3 or 4 on each sleeve and then one on the back. But eventually, like a practice jersey, I could totally see that happening too. And I don't think anybody down here would turn that money down if it's coming to help you get NIL dollars.
Honestly, it would be smart, because a lot of young players, especially young players, like to post pictures from practice.
Oh, yeah.
So, like,
on their massive Instagram.
Yeah, they put it on their Instagram.
Massive followings.
Boom, you got your Chase logo right there on free advertising.
And for Ohio State, extrapolate that through 36 sports.
Hi, buddy.
It's a pretty good way to make some money.
Dom has left Bigfoot to be out here.
That's
it's football
a big
time.
Deal. Yeah. This is the time, man. This is when you want to be out here. We have a lot of people who they came out, they were jumping up to the table, talking to us in the break, and then as soon as a couple of like silver bullets walked out of there with the helmets on, instantly tractor beam right over there, as it should be.
I'm jealous.
I did want to ask you this, because that uniform patch is a pretty prime piece of Ohio State real estate. Is it more prime than the helmet itself?
No.
Okay.
Are you crazy?
Yeah. But for many different reasons that we don't have time in this 5-minute segment to discuss. But I was just wondering yesterday, because that's the ask of all of these programs, is find prime real estate and make the most of it with partnerships like what Ohio State's doing with Chase. Helps they have a circular logo.
I know.
I guess. You know, I'm a little jealous, because as I sit here and I look at like just the fans. I wonder how much practice would have been different for me, knowing who I am.
Oh, I believe it would be a lot different.
They would have had to wrangle you.
Yeah, I would
from the sidelines.
Oh, that's a fact.
You're signing things for fans. You're
That's
taking
a
your
fact.
high fives, pictures. You do all of that.
I would've came
You
out
would be
here
exactly
early.
who this is for from a player's
I
perspective.
would have came out here early every practice.
Yep.
Just to mess with the fans.
Tyvis, we need you in the weight room. We need you in the ice pad. Now I got to take pictures.
Yep.
So
What they go, well, you want me to turn? And then I would look at Coach Mick and KP and be like, y'all want me to turn down the fans that spend their hard-earned money? You don't want me to take just so I can not do
You're pretty good at this.
So I don't want to get the cold take, so I use them as the excuse.
Yep.
So it's anecdotal as we've been standing here talking the last 5 minutes. I've just been watching as people flow by, and this is the only time today I've done this little sampling, all right? I've seen jerseys walk by. A lot of people have Ohio State jerseys on, but I've seen 4 of them with player names on them.
Okay.
2 Scarlets with a 10 saying. 1 I saw was the new black jersey with the silver on the sleeves.
Okay.
And that was a Smith 4.
Okay.
And then I saw
a 2.
Nope.
23.
Nope.
Well, they wrong.
I saw a 15 Henry Jr.
Really?
That was the third of the jerseys I saw. 2 Julian Sayans, 1 JJ, and 1 Chris Henry Jr.
Wow.
in the little sampling so
And
far.
then I see Marvin Harrison Jr. right there.
I do. I see that too. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, I'm going to keep track of that tomorrow, especially to see, like, and I'm sure you guys will be too, Reese, as you guys are out here all day today from 9 to noon. What do you guys have coming up?
So we'll have Paul Feinbaum on the phone. He's not here in Columbus. Well,
I would actually love to see the
He'll join at
reaction if he
10:30. We talk to him every year out here, and he's always fascinated that this is such a success up north, and nobody does it in the South.
That's
so this will be, I think, year 3 for this. Year 3 for us.
They
Wondering,
don't do this in the South?
why isn't anybody else doing anything like this?
Just means
anything like this. But I also wonder for some of the schools, like for the Auburns, like for Florida in Gainesville, would they be able to draw this? We're in Columbus.
Yeah, that's fair. That's right.
You don't think?
I don't know.
Are people leaving their jobs for the day? Like here, it's easy to say, "Oh, I'm going to take the morning off."
Taking Thursday off, taking Friday off, taking,
I never thought about that.
But like to
part.
drive when you live an hour or two
like
away,
Knoxville, could that command the kind of presence that a Columbus, Ohio can? You know, it's up, down 71. Which city you want to pick?
If this was
Yeah,
Knoxville,
it's a great
I'd
question.
have to go to work.
I don't blame you.
No disrespect to them, but I'd go to work.
You guys
so
have
Paul Beyond, our 20 most interesting program series will go out to Eugene for the Oregon Ducks. It's the final day that we'll do Ohio State tomorrow. So we'll put a bow on that series Friday, but today will be the Oregon Ducks. GoDucks.com, the editor of that website, whose name escapes me, Rob Mosley, at 11:30. And then we're scheduled to have Matt Patricia. So whether it's live after practice or we get him to record to play back on social media or tomorrow, we will be speaking with Ohio State's defensive coordinator sometime today.
Okay, there you go. Bishop and Friends, live from fall camp out at the Woody today, 9 to noon, right here on The Fan.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Feeling the heat? Call the experts at Logan Services now for hot deals on train systems, including 0% APR for 60 months.
So I saw that this was actually from Tuesday night, but I had missed it. Bob Castellini, owner of the Reds, who no one ever sees and who barely ever makes appearances, showed up in Terry Francona's postgame and came in and was like, hey, this guy's a leader. This guy's a winner. You guys, and immediately it was very awkward. Terry Francona looked like he didn't know what was going on. Everyone was kind of stunned by it. And then he just kind of wandered off into the back of the room and was like, go ahead, do your press conference. Sorry to bug you. And it's like, you're the owner of the Reds. You came in and gave essentially a vote of confidence. And that led all the reporters to go, was that a vote of confidence? Essentially, which you never want as a manager. But the Reds have been playing well of late. So
Was Nick Kroll dressed appropriately?
No, he was dressed like a child.
He's the one who might need that vote of confidence.
That's absolutely.
He's the
Castellini
guy.
just got confused. He doesn't know who anybody is.
Yeah, he's like,
That's
which
what
one are you again? Are you my
Yeah.
manager or my general manager? You don't need to be here for the GM.
Bishop and Friends coming up next. They will be out here for 3 hours. We will all be back here tomorrow for a big Friday show. Have a great Thursday. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Got a lot more traffic as you're traveling on the north side of Columbus, especially 23 in that northbound direction. Right before you're hitting Lewis Center, you're already down to 22 miles per hour when it comes to your speeds this morning. Again, no crashes to report in this area. There's a lot of people heading out to where you need to go to as well. Also be careful, 270 westbound, a little bit slower moving south of Westerville out there. Once again, over towards that north side. But hey, southbound's looking good. 71 south between Frank Road and 270. That's only looking at a 2-minute commute. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic. Have a great day.